friend request. Cool. Are you in the menu? Or are you in the game?
It's still loading. It's still loading.
Okay. Let me know when
Just got the main menu. Yeah, I see.
Have you loaded the game yet or no?
Yeah, I'm in the main menu. I see you online.
Okay, I'm gonna invite you to the party. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm gonna hit launch. You've already launched because yeah, you have because of your friends list. So this will launch you. This is how you get on a party and get on a server together. Server's only 50 people, so sometimes if 8 of you want to get on a server, there may not be slots. So a lot of times we'll just back out to the menu and
Okay.
party launch to get all on one server.
Yeah, I don't mind guys like an account about the same time as I did. We tried to play this week, but I figured that's probably off the servers because we being on the same region and stuff, but I couldn't see each other. So I had to go back to the main menu and try to connect on him.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna feed him a little bit.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
Okay, dog has his food. Whereabouts in the universe are you? Do you know?
I believe that's called Grim Hacks.
Okay, cool.
And I have no idea how I got here, to be honest, because I guess I died the last time I was playing, and I just out of
Voice meter from my stream computer has problems. So, hit F1 and look at the journal, which is on the bottom row of buttons. It's almost the last button, next to last button.
Yeah.
And then scroll down to criminal record and click on that.
Criminal records, aggravated assault? What the hell is that?
Yeah, you heard you hit somebody, so I'm gonna come to you and teach you how to get rid of your crime stat, hopefully without dying.
Okay.
There's an art to it.
I think I remember. I think I was doing the bunker mission, and when I was approaching the bunker, the tower started shooting at me, and I started shooting it back, and it said I got a criminal stat for that.
Yep, that can happen. Let me adjust volume here.
So, and I think it's also how I died, because
why does Discord not full screen? That's weird. Alrighty, let's down a little bit.
Can you pay a fine or something to get rid of it, or it's just gonna
You
vanish?
may be able to pay a fine in the terminal at Grim Hex, but probably not. I don't think that you may have to hack your status. There's a couple different ways to do that. There's in some of the security bunkers, there are security depots which have computers in the bottom that if you bring a hacking chip, you can hack your crime status away. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Because we have low level crime stat, we're not really in danger of bounty hunters coming after us. And you can't see your crime stat other than looking at your journal. But when you get in com array, which Grim Hex is not in the com array, you'll get a little target on the top right hand side of your screen with a little.
Hunters meaning actual people, or that's something just
Yes, players can take your bounty once you hit crime stat 3, and they can actually track you through limited com arrays.
How can I check my crime stat level?
Well, you're not in a com array, so you can't see it.
Oh, okay.
But the journal tells you what active infringements you have.
Okay, so that one, I assume that's not the big one you're saying?
Butch, is that better? I need to fire up my stream and make sure my audio is okay. 1 second. I have to cross the solar system. So the universe is this solar system. Stanton is the name of the sun. and it is a 50-player server. So yes, as you saw when you and your friend individually joined, the grand vision of this is one giant universe, one server that we're all on, one cluster of servers, whatever. But they're still figuring out that part. So for now, we have one system, and you have to pick the server. You have to pick the region that you go on, and you can join on friends or create a friends list and go back and forth. There's ways of logging out in ships and stuff to save your status, your state. And hopefully by next year we'll have another system, and we probably will see exponential growth of the universe that we playtest in.
Seen some videos recently, like there's like another system that's been like work in progress.
That's Pyro, yeah, and it's we don't have jump gates. The thing is, until they have the tech where multiple server, like they're building the infrastructure for this game. And they've already made some amazing technology, and we're not seeing, with parallel development, there's a lot of work that's been done that they don't just finish something and put it in the game for us to play. There's parallel development. There's all this stuff being built in engines and tool sets and procedural cave generators and all these tool sets they're building to create this universe and sculpt it in front of us. And some things are in waves, like the planet tech has been years and years of adding. They just recently added like dynamic atmosphere to the planets, and there's all kinds of other things that they're building as we go. So one of the most important, critical technologies they have to come up with is the server technology for servers to like be able to work together to compute the game for us. And they're making some pretty impressive strides, and there's a ton of information. I'm not the guy to one thing you'll notice about Star Citizen is everyone likes to give you their 2 cents on like the company or how it's being made, good or bad or whatever. You can take your own picture there. There's a ton of videos from the developers, a ton of blogs, a ton of information that they've created for you to go check it out and see what they're doing.
Yeah, like I know what I paid for. The game is like in heavy development, so. I don't expect it to be perfect, but it's just nice to see the approach. The developers always communicating whatever they're working on. They'll admit, hey, this is not working still, but it's addressed, and so it's not a lot of other crap like some other companies do. Just telling yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I mean the vision is, Chris Roberts' quote is no compromise game development. His beef is with previous studios that cut his projects funding and axed his projects. So, his original Kickstarter was he wanted to build the perfect game. He really meant he wanted to build the perfect game company that doesn't answer to anyone. And they do that by getting the funding up front and not having to answer to the bank. So, they got their $400-500 million and they're building it. So, we'll see. I think it's cool. I honestly was just looking at Elite Dangerous. I bought it a long time ago and played it, and it was a potato game. I saw some cool screenshots the other day, so I was thinking about doing a comparison myself, but I've met so many people that come from Elite Dangerous, and they're like, man, Star Citizen's so much cooler.
Yeah, I played Elite Dangerous, and I stopped playing it. I mean, I do love certain things in Elite Dangerous, let's say more than in here. I just like the general behavior of the ships in space. I guess the Star Combat feels a little better, but in general, it's hard to compare them because the functionality is so much different, and here you have handcrafted cities and stations and
yeah.
It's for different scale. It's 2 different games. I mean,
the thing that's impressive about Elite Dangerous is the fact that the player base has only discovered 0.1% of the universe or something crazy like that.
Yeah, but again, it's all procedurally generated stuff, so it's very hard.
Isn't it procedurally generated based on actual solar data?
Well, I mean that's what they say, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, right.
You check that.
we only know maybe 100 planets, and there's a couple million or hundreds of million.
I mean, I can try. I can believe it. It's just I'm curious. The capability of the more planets are gonna get explored, because that's tons and tons of data. So.
Right. Well, and that's the thing that Star Citizen needs a little bit more of. They need to get away from trying to handcraft things. And they have tools, not GrimHex, because this is a custom base, but a lot of the Lagrange points. They built a system to create these amazing bases and have a huge variety. I mean, I remember it was years ago that they posted the video on that, but man, it's pretty impressive, the tech they built for that. So I mean, I think we will get to a point where they'll be able to press a button and generate 100 systems, but 100 systems isn't enough for 3 million players.
Yeah, that's true.
Coming from like a air traffic control standpoint, okay, so let's just say there's 1 million players on launch, and only a quarter of them decide to play a game that's been in development for 10 years when it launches, which is, I'm going to say, a large percentage of people are going to be there for day one. It's going to be like World of Warcraft, where like 30 million people are hitting the server or whatever, you know? Just imagine, like, there's only 100 systems, and there's like, I don't know, 10 planets in each system. Like, do the math. There's going to be tens of thousands of people trying to land at every port.
Yeah, that's like almost surreal. I mean,
you need the scale of Elite Dangerous with the detail of Star Citizen. That would be the awesome game. Hello, Citizen.
hello.
All right, so let's go get you some stuff.
Are there any shops in here?
Yes, follow me. So this is the lobby. This is where you get your ship. When you die here, if you're spawned here, or you, well, no. If you wake up here in your hab, you end up down here. There's a bar right there if you need a drink. We're not going to do that just yet.
Yeah, I remember when I just started, I think my first planet was Crusader, and I regretted it immediately because of like the high atmosphere altitude.
Oh yeah, Orison's terrible. So this little seedy place over here, this is probably your first Star Citizen boss. Welcome to your first Star Citizen boss. So we have Victor. You gotta hold F and push. Hold F and push the button for open close.
Oh, it did. It says close, but it's just not opening.
Oh, we got a 30K. Server crash, maybe. Just stay there. It's possible the server's crashing, because that's one of the first signs of a server crash is the doors and the elevators don't work. Oh, there it goes. Come on in.
Yep.
And it also could just be a server hiccup.
And now it's closed again.
Back away from it.
Alright, let's try again.
Huh.
Well, how lucky am I? I get on the server and it crashes like 5 minutes later.
There, go, run!
Alright.
Okay, back away. I'll try to open it. Maybe you're breaking it.
I'm like not touching anything.
Huh,
Just,
weird.
At this point.
If you see it open, just run.
I mean,
So crazy.
If you manage to open it, I'll try to run in. That's pretty much about
Then we're gonna be stuck here. Back away even farther. Like, go down the hallway. I want to try. Let's do a science experiment. Oh, it opened when you went away. So that's not good. Let me come to you. Now you go and see if you can open that door. That's so weird.
Oh, now it opens. Yeah.
Okay.
I came in.
It doesn't open for me now. We're in some sort of weird state.
Let me try to go somewhere far corner
Well-
here. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I wonder
Did
if
it
it's.
open?
Yeah. Oh, weird. Okay, so this is your first boss is right here. These things down here are the hack chips you need to buy, but the
I've seen
bot.
them before.
It's wait, it's so bugged trying to buy one. So if you buy one, just buy one. But you probably have to stand back here and hold F and move forward until you get that like bullseye circle.
Yeah, seems like.
Oh man, I had it, but you moved into it here. Let me get out of the way and you try and get it, and then if you get
wait,
one.
I just saw it pop up for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's. It's like a mini
Yeah, it's
game.
no bueno. That's what. It is the first boss of Star Citizen. And moving your mouse around seems to help. I don't know. It's weird.
Gosh darn it.
Do you want me to buy them? I could.
I mean, it does pop up for like a second, but like I don't manage to click it like in that second. And if you manage to buy one, I can send you credits for it.
Oh, don't worry about it.
But I just don't figure out that.
Here, I've got a present for you.
Okay, I got it. Buy. I got it. Confirm purchase. Okay, so I guess I got one.
I'll send you a
Yeah,
little present.
I have one in the Grim Packs. Oh, thank you.
There was a
Crap.
there was a million. There was a ridiculous bug that happened that allowed us to make a shit ton of money, and I made like 250 million bucks. So
Can't carry anything until I get like armor or something, right? Because now it's set in like local inventory.
So inventory. If you hit, we don't really need armor. I got it because, well, it's in local. Take it and drag it to one of your slots on your character, and then it'll be sticking out.
Slots, yeah.
You have 2 slots.
Yeah.
And here, let's give you a med pen.
Wow, it sticks like really weird out of my pocket.
Yeah, it's always done that. Okay, follow me.
Oh, yeah, now we need to open it again.
Oh, I'm far away.
Okay, let's try. Oh yeah, now it opens.
Yeah, that's weird. I've never seen that before, and I've been playing this game since it came out. So here's admin, and I'll just show you Grim Hex real quick, because this place is a little weird, and some of these places are a little weird. You gotta do a little exploring. Let's not go indoors.
Oh,
so admin in there. There's mainly some panels where you can buy and sell things. So if you're doing cargo missions, admin's where you go. Over here is a clothing store that no one ever goes to, because we don't ever wear clothes. We always wear a spacesuit. A real important store is back over here. If we go upstairs and we go straight, and if you want to buy a little kit real quick, we can do that just so you can make yourself pretty. So here's armor. This is an armor and weapon store. Oh, are you stuck? Okay, good. When you come to these types of stores, I usually find it easier just to use the terminal, but you can look at them and buy stuff. It's just hard because the hitboxes are all wonky.
Gotcha. Okay, I guess I will get something. I mean, is there like a point to get something, or we can just...
The AUEC... Well, I'm sorry, say that again?
Like, is there a point for me to get something, or like... I mean, how like necessary armor?
Well, I mean, if you get shot, it's good to have armor and have a gun to shoot back. So I'm actually going to buy one of these C-54 SMGs just to have on me. What I would say...
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
What I'd say is this, like, you'll get broke really quick if every time you fucking die, you go to the armor store, put on a kit, and buy gun and buy ammo. Like, it's ridiculous to do that. What I normally do is I start off with my free flight suit like you're wearing right now, and I go out and earn stuff. But because we are getting crime stat cleared...
is what we got. And before you ask, no, there's nothing
the shopkeeper. Before we go to clear our crime stat, it's not a terrible idea to get armored. Now, we're low-level criminals, so again, we're not going to have any bounty hunters after us. Like, things should be chill. But you never know. So, for those reasons...
What would be a recommendation, like, so there's, like, what, light, medium, heavy armor, like...
Well, you can imagine that the heavy armor makes you slower, but it carries more. If you're doing, like, mercenary missions, bunker missions, stuff like that, where NPCs shoot you, wear them. For instance, I ran up on a guy that was fully kitted out, and because I was wearing just my flight suit, I was able to get behind him and choke him out with a physical attack. And he probably was cussing a lot when he did that because he was wearing heavy armor and he really couldn't respond to me moving on him that fast. So, speed has merits. I like speed.
I guess I'll get the light one for now, I mean. Okay, success.
What you probably do want to buy, if they sell them here, is med pens. Those are the things that really matter. That's going to be under miscellaneous. You can self-administer med pens, and they're quick. C is your shortcut for med pen. When you're buying stuff, there's a destination. You can put them in Grim Hex, so you could actually set your destination to Grim Hex, go in there and buy like 50 med pens, so they're just there anytime you want them. Not a bad idea. They're not very expensive. $5,000 for 50 med pens. That way you don't have to come down here and buy a med pen every single time. You pull into the station, you open up the inventory, you grab it. Now again, there's going to be a wipe, so I wouldn't spend too much time worrying about any of this stuff.
They sell weapons too, right? Yeah, personal weapons.
What's up, buddy? My dog is
What you
acting
see
like
is
he's...
what we got. And before you ask, no, there's nothing else in the back room.
Come on, you have to go potty? You have to go potty? No? Okay.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Want more food?
Yeah,
Is that what it is? You're hungry?
Can't get enough, huh?
Huh? You hungry? What it is? Huh?
That's pretty much everything we got.
All right, you got yourself a nice... Oh, you got a backpack and everything. Did you get a gun?
I bought like a small pistol.
Can't get
That
enough,
should
huh?
work for now.
Yeah, that works. But the main thing is, do you still have the hacking card? You do. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's roll. Oh, this way.
Yeah, well, as soon as the door opens.
You got that door, take a left. That's so weird. I've never seen that before.
I mean, I haven't played it for too long. Okay, now it opens. Okay, left? Okay.
And then when you come out that door, if you look to your left, we're not going to go there, but you'll see a door with a neon arrow on the second floor to your left. See that?
On the second floor?
Yeah, it's like, come over here where I'm at, you'll see it, the
I see.
arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the module shop here. That's the dumper's depot. So it's going to sell your shields and weapons and stuff for your ships.
Yeah, I wish like some like video for like recommendation, like how to.
There's a website that's really good. It's Urkel.games. ERKUL. dot.
I looked at it, but it's like a little confusing at first. I mean, I just watched like some other.
The
people's
videos
videos,
aren't.
but-
The videos aren't going to be up to date as soon as the next patch hits because everything's going to change. So you want to make sure when you look at videos, you are looking for videos for 3.17.2. And whatever is happening on the test universe right now has nothing to do with what goes live.
Or concierges, like I think I saw it says like
Concierge is if you spend $1,000 in the game.
Oh shit.
All right, so let's take. We need to take a ship, and all my ships are not here. So let's get a ship going.
Should I like recall my ship?
What do you have?
I had an Aurora, but I like.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull something a little bit heavier duty that two people could use.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you.
Actually, we should take a Cuddy. That's kind of the
That's
meta.
actually one of those that people like talk a lot about. So I was thinking maybe do it as my next ship.
Yep. So we'll take a.
Your insurance claim has been
Actually,
sent.
let's see. Do I have a Cuddy blue? No, no Cuddy blue. Break. Huh. So I have a Cuddy red, which is the Cutlass red. You know, there's Cutlass red, black and blue, and steel now. The red is medical. The blue is a police one that has a quantum interdictor, which keeps people from jumping. And then the black is the standard one, which is actually like, I think of the Cutlass Black as like the platinum edition of Star Citizen. Like if you buy Battlefield Platinum or Tarkov EOD or Call of Duty, you know, digital collectors, you know, that $100 to $125 game, that's the Cutlass Black. What you have is fine. You can get in games all the time with people and earn money in game and buy ships in the game, and that's the beauty of Star Citizen right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, the content's doing stuff to make money to buy ships. That's the best game loop there is. So we are on. Why does that say? Oh,
insurance claim has been sent.
We're on 1 minute and 54 seconds. So basically, I paid extra to expedite the insurance. It was a 10-minute insurance. Now it's a 2-minute insurance. We have 1 minute and 46 seconds left. Let me show you the medical facilities. I don't know. Are you familiar with how to set your spawn?
I think I did it.
Well, these terminals are a little fucked up because this is the pirate base. Oh look, that's a retaliator right there. I guess we could take that. Let's just take the retaliator. No, let's not take that. So if you click on this regeneration, you can set your spawn here, transfer imprint.
Which I assume I don't really want to do that, right?
Well, where are you set to? You're probably set to a main base right now, right?
So primary residence, that would be on the left, right?
Yeah, go ahead and set your spawn here. I'll do it as well. That way, if we die, we both come back to the same spot.
Okay.
And if we have crime stat, yep, confirm it. And then the left-hand side, it'll say Green Imperial Medical, current regen location.
Yeah.
We're good. Let's go take the tally. It's here. Since it's still out there, it's a fairly robust ship.
So I was trying to try all the different contracts there are, just to get a better feeling of what you can do here. So seems like most missions here either deliver something or go shoot stuff. But
no,
when you
there's
go on their
that's not true. There's investigations, there's deliveries, there's all there's quest chains too. So there's the missions are semi-shallow because there's a dynamic mission system that's not implemented. Come on over, jump on in here. Why are we not on the ground? Parked weird.
Yeah, is it just me or are we
Yeah, the ship's on it. So the ship's kind of a maze, but you're gonna follow me.
What is this one? What's the name?
This is a retaliator.
Retaliator.
So this ladder right here, there's going to be a circle above this ladder that's a turret. There's also a turret right here where I'm standing, but I don't want you in that one. Go ahead and climb that ladder and get in that upper turret. You're going to hold F, look up, and you should say enter turret. I'm going to land us and rearm repair refuel in case we get attacked, because this thing has been across the world.
This little hatch here. Okay, I found it.
Once you're in the turret, you're going to have to turn it on. Hold F and look around to turn turret on. You don't ever want to turn turrets off. It turns the ship off. But you do want to turn them on when you get in them.
So power on, that's one?
Power on, correct.
Okay. And then it has switch fire mode, switch gyro mode.
Yeah, you don't really need to do any of that. The only button you may want to press is Q changes the way your joystick controls the turret.
Okay.
You may or may not want to press that depending on how it... See, this base not responding to me?
So Retaliator is more like what? It's a combat ship? Or?
So this thing carries 6 size 9 torpedoes, which is the biggest weapon in the game. It'll basically one-shot any ship in the game, with the exception of some of the capital ships.
I guess that answers my question.
But it currently has no torpedoes because I fired them all. We're gonna go down
you
here.
can restock them in bases, right?
Well, this particular ship I think is bugged. We'll see here in a second. No service required. Yep, this ship's fucking bugged. Alright. I gotta wait for the doors to... The doors are slowly closing behind us. You can see that, right? So just kind of wait. I gotta wait for those to reopen. I'm gonna grab a beer while I wait. All right, here we go.
Am I reading this correctly? Like this small like screen here says you only have like front and back shield, like no on the sides.
So a size 2 shield is a 50% shield. Size 1 shield is also a 50% shield. So one shield is, you know, split a sphere in half, and one shield's the front and one shield's the back. When you get to size 3 shields, it becomes shield left, right, forward, back. And then when you get to size 4, it's left, right, forward, back, up, down.
So how come it's like on a smaller ship, like it usually shows like 4 sides?
It doesn't anymore. The shield tech, that graphic is bugged. That's why you see what you see. The graphic will be updated to reflect shields all the way around the ship. But you do have shields all the way around the ship. It's just that one generator is the front and one's the back. Split a circle in half.
Gotcha.
And that's how it works. And there is definitely some the mechanics for fighting and for, you know, being a good pilot. Definitely take that, the strategy of how to hit a ship or where to hit a ship definitely comes into play.
Okay, now it just told me crime stat rating increase, so I assumed. Oh, it says crime stat 2.
Now, if you look at the top right, you'll see like a little bullseye, and you'll also see a little satellite. So the satellite's a comm array. Anytime a comm array is up, you do a bad thing like kill somebody or hurt them or park illegally, whatever, boom, the system knows you did it, you're reported, yada, yada, yada. So we're going to go hack our crime stat away at a security terminal. This one's at a space station. Because we have crime stat, the space station's probably going to try and kill us when we're on a ship. But once we start EVAing, we're fine. Now, that's a little concerning with this ship because she is not maneuverable. Although she has good shields and good hull strength, I can't really take much of a beating. So I'm hoping, I know how to approach the station. I'm hoping that we can kind of slide in a way that we'll be fine.
Station we're going to?
The one right in front of us. SPK, Security Post Koresh. Or Kara. The way to do this is you want to approach the station. You want to get right on axis with the station because the turrets cannot really hit you. We're going to go to the big side of the station. We're going to head right below it. And then we're going to hope that it doesn't hit us.
I assume it would be pretty much useless to fight back if...
It's not worth the additional charges. We'll just take the hits.
Gotcha.
And, you know, there's usually some pressure, like, because bounty hunters are chasing you, but you only have one bar lit up, right? See how there's 5 different bars in that bullseye?
So how does it determine where you go, like, after you die when you have crime set? Because I think, like,
if you're a
last year
criminal...
when I just tried it, like, when I tried playing it, I think, like, I did one of the bunker missions, and because I didn't know, like, there will be allies, I shoot, like, an ally, I died, and then I spawned in prison.
Right,
Like,
because you died within jurisdiction of a law enforcement officer that was there to kill you. So if a cop is there and a cop tries to arrest you and you flee and the cop kills you, you go to jail. If a bounty hunter kills you, you go to jail. The comm array has to also be up for that to happen.
Okay, so why does this time it, like, threw me on the Grim Hacks instead of jail?
Because you died without a police officer or bounty hunter being there.
Oh, okay. So, like, because I was in my ship when it happened, it just... Oh. Oh, I see what you're doing then. So, like, the turrets are, like...
I'm basically just LOSing them.
Oh.
But what I need to do is get up to... There's a pad there. I think there's a blind... Oh, Jesus.
So, I am not shooting them, right?
Correct. We're going to EVA, because I came from the wrong side. It's the other side you need to come from. But we're good here,
Can I, like,
so...
go into space, like, and just go on foot, or...
You're going to go ahead and get out of the turret.
Okay, so, how to exit it?
Come down the ladder. Okay, follow me to the center of the ship. So in the center of the ship we have two, I mean this is the only way to get in and out of the ship. We have a lower hatch, a lower dock, an upper dock, and 2 waste catapults. For 0G, we're just going to jump out the hole. Then it's ship controls. Spacebar is up, control is down. Q and E is rotate, WSAD is your thrusters.
Pretty much like a ship. Okay.
Just like a ship, yep. And we're just gonna mosey on over to these pads. Now, a word about pads and gravity and not dying in space. If you approach something like a pad, they have artificial gravity. If you approach them at a velocity face first, you're probably gonna die. Because you'll fall. You'll enter the gravity well like 20 feet with velocity behind you, and you'll hit the ground so hard you'll die. So we're going to practice landing on a pad by EVAing off to the side of it, getting level with it. And same thing for entering a ship. When you enter a ship's artificial gravity, if you're up really high, some ships have huge entrances, like one of the big Carracks or whatever. If you're at the top of the ramp, you could be 15 feet up in the air, and you can fall and die. So.
Wait, how are you moving faster than I am?
It's my level. Try shift, I don't know. I'm not letting go of W, I'm just pressing W. I'm just heading to the top left of 10 and 20. Or 1 and 2, I guess. That would be my dyslexia.
I assume there will be security on site?
Here, no. There used to be, but not anymore. So I'm going to slow down and get to the edge. Never flying at the pad, always flying to the side of it. Oh wow, you're really far away.
Well, I'm closing in.
Oh no, you lagged like 100 meters. Okay, so it's really important here. I'm going to go on this pad right here. So I'm going to get, if you hit F4, F4 cycles your exterior view. So tap F4 twice and you'll see, I don't want my legs to hit the pad. I want to be perfect, so I just fall like a foot or two. Boom. And that's how you transition. Not too fast, maybe down a little bit more. Yeah, that's good right about there. And just come straight. Don't look down. A lot of people tend to like look down when they're coming and then they fall on their face.
Oh, because it like changes your position.
Yeah, you want to be horizontal. Perfect landing on your first attempt. Good job.
Oh, I have a good teacher, so.
All right, so this is a security base. There could be bad guys here. I mean, if you want to pull your gun out, it's fine. I mean, we should hear them if they're here. We can even VoIP. Hello, we're friendly. We have lots of money if you don't shoot us. Okay, this is the hack terminal right here. Now, put your gun away by holding R. And you're going to hold F and look down to your bottom left, and you'll see Tiger Claw, carry or store. You want to carry.
Oh, wait. Oh.
No. Hold R to put that away. Bottom left.
No,
cool.
Okay.
Now right here's a slot. You hold F at the slot, you should have an insert button. Cool. Now we're going to hack into the system. So there's a lot of mini games or just click games in this game. This will slowly hack. If you see a red screen, do not push the abort button. You'll have literally a continue button on the bottom right over here on the red screen, and it's just a user interaction you have to do. So you can't put your card in and run away. I mean, you kind of can, because it may sit there for 5 minutes with nothing.
So...
And there are little treasure chests here, so let me show you if I find one.
So how do I know which station I need to go in case like something like this like happens?
Well, you just have to kind of know. Security posts are the ones that have this stuff. Security depots on planets.
Progress halted. So I need to just click continue?
Yep, you hold F, action key, put to continue, and as you can see, the timer is extremely long. Okay, here's a loot box. Come to me. These exist in other parts of the world. You can see it's a little bit different and it's interactable. Once you get it, if you have inventory space, which most stuff you can't carry, you can take some of the stuff. With medium armor, you can carry 2 guns on your back, and you can carry 1 in your hands, but you obviously, when you go to get on a ship or something, whatever's in your hand, you're going to drop. Or you go to switch weapons and you have a gun in your hand, you're going to drop it. So if you find weapons, you can take it. You may find a multi-tool. You may find attachments for multi-tools. You'll learn what all this stuff is later. Go back to your hacking. You don't want to...
Oh, okay.
You don't want to... That needs to be your priority, you know? You may find a grenade or a knife. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Maybe some armor pieces.
I mean, is there like a huge difference like between the weapons, like hand weapons like this, like, you know, different type of SMGs?
So there's a lot of weapons in the game that you cannot buy. You have to find. And you find those in loot crates or on NPCs. So these loot crates are legit. Like, you may find certain sniper rifles, or there's a rocket launcher or railgun. There's all kinds of stuff. Is it endgame? No, it's not. Does it make sense to go around and loot boxes? If that's a gameplay loop you want, I guess you could do that, but I don't do it, and I'm sitting on like 90 million bucks, you know? I usually either fight or...
Oh, what? How the hell did I just die?
I don't know. You didn't die, though. Hold on. Did you get shot?
We just fell down on the ground.
Yeah, well, that's weird. Be careful. Hold on, stop moving. Hit C. And then
Okay.
left click.
Yeah.
And you need to come press your progress halted button. You should probably stay here and just make sure you get your hack done, because you just randomly fell dead, so... I think you fell, like... And that's the thing, like, the game has physics glitches, right? So... Especially in ships, you don't want to push your luck by running all over the place, even though that's exactly what I've been doing.
It just was like the weirdest thing that ever happened.
It is weird, and I don't think I have... I only brought one med pen, so...
I think I have an extra one, but that's
You may.
the only two I got.
And, you know, if I get knocked or you get knocked, I can take it off you and use it to heal you. But the problem is, like, game glitches account for, like, 50% of your time in this game.
Yeah, that's what I figured. When I just started, like, I think I died, like, when just, like, trying to climb down the ladder or something like that, so... Again, as I said, I'm not, like...
You'll learn, like, when you're with a group of people, you'll have more fun if you, like, don't run around people, don't goof off on ladders. Like, you almost need to have a little bit of discipline when you're playing to avoid those types of problems. Because it's very easy to be on a ship and, like, people just die or get pushed out of the ship wall when you're in warp, and then you're like, oh shit, we gotta go back and get Joe, you know? So it can be very frustrating.
That happened to me because I think I, like, again, I was like flying Aurora in like hyperspace, whatever you call it, and then I laid on the bed, and then when I tried to stand up, it like just ejected me in the space.
Yeah,
Like,
as a
the ship
general
just
rule of
blew
thumb,
up.
you want to stay in your seat. Okay, so your hack's almost ready. Now we're gonna erase your crime stats. So you're gonna
Should
press
just click exit.
You're gonna hit the exit button. That's gonna destroy your crypto key.
Mhm.
That's gonna load your crime, and this could be one charge or it could be 1,000.
Yeah,
You
just
click the dismiss button, pick whatever. It doesn't matter.
mental incompetence. Okay.
And then once that's done, your crime stat will be disappeared, and then you can log out, and I can do mine.
Oh. Okay, that wasn't too hard.
Yeah, I mean, the
Well, I mean,
the
when you know
complication is if you have crime stat 3, people are chasing you and coming to get you.
Okay.
And log out?
Log out. What's like the max crime stat here?
Well, crime stat level 5. Can you move out of the way? Crime stat level 5 is the most you can get. It doesn't matter if you have 5 charges or 500 charges. I've had so much crime stat that I've had to sit at a terminal for 30 minutes hacking my crimes.
Damn.
But I enjoy that game loop, you know?
So like both sides of the law?
Well, it's a sandbox game, and sometimes I like to kick over sandcastles.
I have nothing against that, but I guess for me personally, it's like a little early to, you know, go into like pirating, because I still have a lot to learn. Are there like any particular like profitable missions, because like I tried to read around like on like Reddit and like other forums, and like everybody's like, oh, just go mining, go mining. I'm like, I'm tired of mining in like Elite and Dangerous. Like that's like the last thing I
Right.
want to do.
So,
I don't mind.
hold on, quiet.
What the hell? What?
Someone's
what the hell
here.
was that?
Someone's here. So I choose to not shoot bad guys, yeah? Because if you shoot them, then you become a criminal, unless they're a bad guy. Oh, hit F1.
Okay.
Here, come on, go upstairs. Go hide upstairs. Get out. Get away from me. Go hide upstairs. If you go over here and go up in the corner, there's like a grated room you can go in.
Like on deck 2?
The other side. Well, that's fine.
Okay. I mean, I can cross. There's a bridge.
Yeah. Cross to the other side. You'll see like a little utility closet back there. So, someone may be coming to. Keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on going around. Keep on going. Yep, and look to your right, somewhere around there. Maybe toward the back, like right about there. Yeah, go back there. Hit F1 and look at bounties.
Bounties. Where do you look at that? Comlink.
F1. Contracts. Contracts.
Contracts. Okay. Bounty hunter. Track training permits.
Yeah, what's
Certification.
certification? Does it have a player name on it?
No. Bounty Hunters Guild.
It would be a certification or. Damn, I'm so close. What's up, Motor?
So it says suspect apprehension certification.
Yeah. What's the name?
Complete,
What's the name?
You must apprehend unseen evil. That sounds like.
Accept it, and share the mission.
How do I do it? Just
Accept the mission.
Okay. And then share.
Yep.
That's how you do co-op missions.
I'm just looking to see if he's here. Do you see a pip on your screen anywhere? Oh, he's 58 million away. That's not him. Abandon that mission and get the next one if it's a different player name.
Okay, 1 second.
May I just heard a door open. I'm not playing on headphones.
Another one is Scarab 279. Try that one.
Take it and share it. We're looking for somebody that's here.
That one is 19 million. No.
Okay. Abandon the next one. Yeah, you can take those because you don't have crime stat. I can't take them because I still have crime stat right now.
Oh, gotcha. I don't see any more. Then the last one is just Manai Brooker, but I assume that's an.
It's the same guy or a different guy?
Name. No, that's an NPC name. I mean, it's like full name, last name. I don't think somebody puts it.
So, players cannot have spaces in their name. They'd use an underscore or something. Yeah. Okay. So that's a. And I've just hit the dismiss button. So at this point, I'm gonna be no crime stat in a minute.
Okay.
Criminals can't land at the pads because obviously the pads would shoot them. What I normally do, if I'm really high crime stat and I decide to come here, and keep in mind, coming here is usually a one-way trip. What I would do is take an arrow or something really fast and small and literally eject here. So I'd fly by and eject, so I eject really, really close to the... Okay, I'm good. Let's go.
Why did you say it's one-way trip? Like you can just fly away after you've cleaned your crime record?
Well, when you eject in your ship, there's no way you've ejected. Your ship's consumed.
No, I mean, but like, why would you eject? Like you can't just go out into space or?
When you're being hunted, you don't have time.
Gotcha.
Like, when you get crime stat and I'm hunting you, like if you take time to tie your shoes, oh, you're dead. Yeah, that was not a smart jump I made right there. It comes into to affect how much fuel you have, how fast your drive is. Like when I'm set up for bounty hunting, you're gonna have a hard time getting away from me. And most people, understand. Oh, what was that?
I don't know. Something just blew. It looks like
Yeah.
an engine flew away. Somebody destroyed the ship.
From us? Where'd the engine blow? Where'd you see the engine fly away?
I don't know, what is that on the left side floating? Is it a ship or is it a...
I don't know. Like, we're in 3D space, man. It's hard to say.
I mean, if there was a compass here, it would tell you.
Oh,
but,
there's
like,
an
if
arrow
you-
there. There's somebody here. Look at this
Oh,
guy.
it's a ship. Okay.
Oh, man.
Is it a dangerous ship?
I don't know. They can't get in our ship, even though I left the bottom hatch open. Oh. Well,
Just committed suicide?
it could have been an NPC, but his body's right here, so I'm gonna go check it out.
Why? What is going on?
That may be a cop. This looks like a cop body.
That looks like a turret. Pretty big one.
Come to me. See this? This is why I
this
kill
looks
people.
Like,
Yeah, that looks like a cop.
yeah, it looks like an NPC.
Oh no, I'm getting infinite loading on my frickin'... And I see his name, Ree Eichmann. So that's a cop. The problem is, when I went to go loot him, and you can try and loot him now, I got infinite loading on my loot, which is a bug that happens. The only way to fix it is to log out and log back in.
Oh, I think it happened to me before. It's actually funny, like, when I first played this game, like, I guess, what is it, like, November last year, I never had, like, this bug never happened to me, and when I tried it this time, like, in this last week, like, it happens pretty...
Well, I mean, they introduced a new inventory system, and it caused... Yeah, Motor Hero, I couldn't... I was afraid... A, I came from the wrong side. B, I'm in a retaliator. And, if I was to cross the pads from this side, they would just light this ship up. So we just decided to EVA.
Well, there's
Oh,
another
there's a-
ship just showed up.
Yeah, it's a Mantis. Uh-oh.
Oh, there's two ships.
So there's bad guys shooting us, and then the station's shooting them.
Well,
We
that
have-
guy is shooting us. There's another ship, like, right onto
Yeah,
your
yeah.
ship.
Listen. Go to the top of the ship. I'm closing the bottom hatch. We're going to jump into the ship. The ship has really good shields. A little Aurora is going to have a hard time killing it. Okay, so that hatch is closed. You have to close the bottom hatch or we just fall right through the ship.
So, I'm just following you for now.
Top hatch, we're going to fall in. And same thing here. We got to fall, so give me a little bit of space when I fall.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Let me get up. All right, go.
It's not gonna break my legs, I hope. Damn it.
You can make it. Remember, your monitor is just your head.
Yeah.
You have your legs and body below you.
Okay, yeah, let me switch to the F4. Okay.
You can just go in face first on this one. There you
Okay.
go. Oh, look at that. You land on your feet. Nice. Okay, heading this way to the front of the ship. All right, so that is your first successful crime stat clearing. Now, again, it was a lot easier because you're only crime stat 1.
What the hell were these guys trying, like, to shoot you?
So I think that was, AI, bad guys attacking us, and the base shot at them. And the base will destroy. Yeah, it could be a stream sniper, but I doubt it. It was an Aurora. It was probably an NPC. And plus, we saw the NPC dead that was out there when we were EBing out. The guy in the white armor was the NPC.
Yeah,
All
there's,
right,
like,
let's-
a white ship, the Mean Goravi. Yeah, sounds like an NPC too.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we'll go to Hurston and do some. You're asking about missions to make money. We'll go
I mean,
do that.
just like a general, like how, like what's the most like efficient ways, and
Yeah,
that, like
okay.
if I want to earn money, and like I am also like, as I said, like I don't want to like just stupid grind. Like, I mean, if I have to, I have to. But like, what are, like other fun things you can do here?
So the first thing is, because the game's constantly being developed, and there's constantly new ships and new things being introduced in the game, the meta changes all the time. Do you play Escape from Tarkov?
No.
Okay. Well, the meta here changes based on what they're doing. The meta was mining Quantanium. Like, you could make 250k solo mining in 30 minutes. That's insane. To put it in perspective, what's your pledge in Aurora?
Well, I had an Aurora, but I said when I
So I think
started
you're
playing it, the last week I bought the Avenger.
okay. So I think the Avenger is like 1.2 million to put it in perspective. The Aurora is probably like 5, 6, 700,000. So I mean, I could buy an Aurora and 3 mining in an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. And I could buy a fighter in an hour or two. That's insane, considering that those ships have $100 value, real money. Putting a value to doing good mining. Now, with that being said, right now I can't see it now. If I look at my bounty hunters, I have apprehend suspect, which is a player for 25 grand. I have a $35,000 criminal in a bunker. This is important. Go to contract manager, go to mercenary, and accept call to arms. That is a generic mission that pays you for killing bad guys.
Okay.
Anytime you're playing and you're about to fly out, you should accept that mission, even if you're mining, because you may get interdicted and kill somebody in your prospector. And it pays you.
That's a mining ship, right?
Yeah, it's the potato of the potatoes, the king of the potatoes.
Like it's absolutely tanky.
No, it's not tanky at all. You can kill it in an Aurora, no problem.
So it's just like a big flying target.
Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, it's not huge. I mean, I have all these ships, and that's the other thing you'll find out about Star Citizen. You'll meet a ton of people that like to show off their ships and how much money they spent and how expensive their cool ships are. And to be honest, the ships are cool. Like, that's why Star Citizen is awesome. These ships are engineered. They've got a ton of detail to them. Every ship is beautiful in its own right. Yada, yada, yada. Gotta get them all.
I saw some ships on the side that say something like, science or data transfer, but I never seen that
Missions are not fleshed out yet. We have placeholder missions that allow us, the testers, in the test universe, to do stuff. There is an incredible system called Quanta that will run all of Star Citizen, and think of it as basically a AI. They say something like the and I could be wrong here, I don't know if it's 10% or 20%, but the player base is only going to be 10 or 20%. So 80% of the players in the game are going to be AI that's run by Quanta. And Quanta is going to intelligently move people around, move employees around, workers from site to site based on supply and demand. It's going to intelligently create events and attach missions to those events. Say a bad guy aircraft carrier zones in here at this planet because they're here to get the mining. There's a bunch of rich nutrients coming off this planet. There's an abundance of mining happening, so it attracts this bad guy aircraft carrier, and that bad guy aircraft carrier creates bad guy missions around it. But then the police force starts responding because people are getting robbed, and that creates police missions around it. And you start organically putting real players on the bad side and good side together on both sides of different missions. That drives an economy and an event. So there's gonna be all kinds of really neat stuff like that. But that system it's running Star Citizen right now, but it's in its infancy. Like, it exists. Like, they can real time on server side, like, open up a individual port here and change what that port sells, or see what we are doing, or spawn 50 bad guys on top of us, or Idris, or whatever. So, again, tech, back end programming, building the infrastructure for us to have a universe in. And the missions.
One of the testers, right? Because you know awfully a lot about this.
I mean, I'm like backer number 1,000 or something like that. Like, I bought into this game a long time ago. I don't follow it religiously. Like, I took a year off that I just came back from. So, I mean, I know the theory of the game. I know the business strategy. I know what the developers are doing. Most people that play this game get into like the lore of development, if you will. And there's a ton of there's a ton of information out there for you to go and there's hours of developer conferences and interviews and walkthroughs of what they're doing that shows this tech and some of it's mind-boggling. You're like, okay, well, I'm playing this game, it's cool and all. But then you look at the back end, and you're like, holy frick, this is only like a sliver of what's going to be here.
Yeah, I mean, that's, like, as you say, yeah, there's a lot of information. Again, I come here just to enjoy it, because I like the atmosphere, I like what they're doing. And, yeah, as I said, you know, like, every, like, ship, like, everything here feels, you know, like, handcrafted. It's, like, fun to explore, so it's, like, I guess that's, like, the biggest thing that attracts me.
Yeah, I mean, as a new player, you're probably going to go through your phases. You know, there's cool rec sites that are going to be worth checking out. There's missions that'll draw you there. There's new stuff that's coming in, like we're going to be going to, like, derelict camps and stuff. That's all in the test universe. I actually was doing that earlier. So, like, the story or the stuff you're going to explore is really neat. Is it necessarily worth the money you make in game? Like, if you put a value on it and be like, okay, my mission is to buy a Gladius, then the problem that I have with Star Citizen right now is that the really cool stuff doesn't really pay you. Like, it's not meta for you to get to your goal, right? People just do the meta thing. People tend to want to be good in the game, and being good in the game really means, like, go ahead and get out, we're at a new station. Being good at the game for most people really means, like, making money and having more ships.
For me, as I said, like, I'm like if you speak about me, it's probably like I'm very opposite of the meta. I just like
Nice. Well, that's good.
like, you know, try things that might be, you know, like very significant undercards, but just because I like it, you know, and I want to.
We'll take an elevator this time.
So, like,
So you see how these?
I'm not calling it meta. I just like want to, you know, just
Right.
do it for fun.
Well, I mean, you did say what's the best way to make money, so that's kind of meta. But anyway.
You know, like, I don't want to, you know, like, spend, like, you know, my time here just, you know, like, holding boxes for, like, 8,000, you know.
Oh, well, let's get it straight. Box missions suck. However, again, in the upcoming patch, they're going to have some really interesting evil box missions where they're going to start creating some organic game loops here, where there's guys that are going to be trying to do things for seedy people to make more money. The economy is going to drive people to want to be doing bad things, and then that's going to create bounty hunters going after them, and probably create some pirates protecting the people that the bounty hunters are going after. Don't really know how all that's going to work, but that's... Oh shit.
What?
Did you get knocked out too?
I'm inside... Oh, what?
Yeah, try to fly towards the Retaliator if you can. Oh, I'm stuck in... Just try and fly to space. Try to fly to space so you get... Like, you're stuck in the geometry of the station.
Yeah, I am. Oh, come on.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Because we're in the station, if we exit the game, we're going to reload back into this station. So go ahead and exit to menu.
Okay. This, like, literally never happened to me.
The elevator knocked us into the geometry of the station. They have some sort of desync bug where the last foot of the elevator, if you're too close to it, it knocks you in, and that's exactly what just happened.
Wow.
Okay, are you on menu?
Yeah, I'm in the menu.
What did you ask? I'm launching us, by the way.
No, I was, like, you're gonna start, right? Ooh. I guess I'm in the... Yeah, it looks like we're inside the station.
All right, let me know when you're loaded up.
And why does it show my, like, figure and it says 3 in front of my leg?
I'm not sure.
And I guess I only have 90 HP, so I guess I got injured when we got pulled in.
I launched you, right?
Yeah, I'm in the lobby.
Okay, I see you. You're in the lobby or you're in the game?
Well, I mean, I'm going down to the lobby on the
Okay, yeah, cool. So let's go to the med facility here and set our spawn to here because this is where the missions are at.
I guess I'm injured still. I thought that... Okay.
It's fine. You can buy med pens in the... You can buy med pens at the little medical facility.
Wait, why don't I see you? Oh,
I'm in an elevator.
So...
I don't see you either. A party may be bugged. May have to reform. Oh, I see you. Okay. Alright, so all these stations are the same. Are you familiar with them? The lifts will take you to
yeah,
either...
I mean, I've been to these, yeah.
Okay. Insurance terminals are over here.
Not allowed in the staff lounge.
That's your regen to here. And then you can get a med bed for free, but your best bet's just to come over here and buy a couple med pens.
So even if I have like a limb injured, like that's still gonna cure it?
Oh, if a limb is injured, you probably need to go.
I mean, I assume that's what it is, because I have like my figure and like I said, like I have my leg and it says 3 next to it. It's like highlighted.
Yeah, so come over here and get a med bed. Patient check-in.
Hi. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
It'll tell you what room to go to.
2. So that would be medical rooms. 2. This one.
Lay down on the bed. On the display above you, there should be a healing thing. And
Medical care, right? I see. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so how do I use this one? Actually, I never used this one. Just click on my leg, I guess. Minor right leg injury. So, how do I heal it? I mean, I select it and then it just describes it. Perform treatments, prescribe drugs, dimaxidrine.
Should have like a recommended thing you just click on, I think. Been a minute.
Oh, okay, I see. There's like another tab. Okay.
There you go. Your little scanny thing, and voila, good as new.
No injuries detected. Okay.
And also laying in the bed heals you and gives you hydration and food, which is interesting.
Okay, so to exit of it, I just need to get up.
Take those just in case. All right, let's roll. Oh, the Crusader. Oh, some of that crime stat. Wrong way.
On the runway? Yeah.
All right, are you ready to see the pinnacle of Star Citizen money making for what you have? This is the best thing to do, I think.
I mean, I'd say I'll take any advice at this point.
Welcome to the ASOP.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we have available.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Is there like a...
Okay, this is a good little ship for us to take.
Stand by. Your vehicle has
Pad
been
1.
delivered to the following location.
Let's roll.
Lead the way.
These elevators take way too long.
I mean, I was surprised to realize they like actually physically move throughout the station.
Oh yeah, we should back away from them. Good call. When you watch the elevator, you'll see the box come in.
Yeah, I just saw that.
It
Okay,
came from a different angle, but you in?
Yeah.
You should be able to see the ship pip up to the right.
Actually, this time I don't see the ship yet. Maybe
This
I
way?
should need
This
to
way.
answer it first.
I'm looking at it.
No, I
See
don't
it that way?
know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you may need to enter it first. But when it's your ship, you can see. Like the display
Yeah, I
doesn't
know.
show where it's at. Just look around.
That's how I figured, like, you know, that these boxes actually move. They don't just teleport you, because, like, I could see, you know, the ship that move.
Yeah, they're like Willy Wonka elevators. Just gotta face through everything.
I mean, if you think about it, like, most of these spaceships, they're, like, both, like, horizontal and vertical, so, you know,
Yeah,
it makes
yeah.
sense that elevators move, like, both ways.
So this is a heavy fighter. It's got a badass 4-gun turret that you're gonna get in right here
What is this? What's
above
the
me. This is the Hurricane, and this is a great first ship to buy in game. It's 1.8 million, I think, and it is like this thing with 2 people will take on anything. It will shred.
I just need to, what, click open exterior?
No, you look at the circle and you should say enter gunner seat or something like that. You made the back away.
Oh, yeah.
The hitboxes are really bad in this game.
I mean, I kind of figured it, but it's just, you know, like, first time seeing it, I'm not sure what... Okay.
So we'll do a bounty we'll kill some bad dudes real quick just so you can see what that's like. This is a fairly dangerous bounty. It's a 3-part. I'm going to share it. It'll pop up on your screen. Left bracket to accept. You on the ship?
Okay. Yeah, neutralize bounties 3.
And if you want-
HRT,
If you want to track them, that's the best thing to do. I'm not going to like brag too much, but I'm a pretty good pilot. I just want to make sure you're a good gunner. T is target. If I say like pin 1, pin 2, or pin 3, you just press 1, 2, or 3. Familiarize yourself with what Q does right now and figure out which one you like. One's like a V-Joy, which I hate, and one's like FPS control. Stagger and all that doesn't really matter so much right now because you have a high rate of fire gun. If you hold C, it'll move your turret forward to center. And then there's one other setting that's really important, and I think it's called gyro. And basically, on one setting, you will turn with the ship. On the other, you will not turn with the ship. Well, when you're with me, I typically will fire at the bad guys and will have them directly in front of you. So just pressing C, you would naturally hit them because I'm a good pilot and I'm going to be pointing at the bad guys. However, if I say defensive fire, you may want to disable the gyros so you can point at whoever's shooting us and shoot back to keep them from shooting us. You dig?
I guess.
And that's really, in a small ship like this, defensive fire is probably one of the most critical things. If we start getting our asses kicked, you shooting
Okay,
at...
so before we go into like an actual fight, let me like at least like get a hang of like the
Yeah,
actual, so-
absolutely. And you can fire. It's a laser weapon, so there's no bullets. So fire it at will. See how you like it. There's speed and other settings. I don't really ever mess with those. And there is a
So-
shortcut for gyro mode. I think it's G or let's look at key bindings real quick.
So Q, so relative, it just keeps ESP, kind of slows it down, makes it more stable. Okay. C senses it.
Does X change the gyro mode?
Gyro mode. Okay, so wait,
I'm
what's
not
the
sure.
difference?
I'm not sure. I'm asking.
I mean, it does say gyro mode, but I'm like not sure what changed.
You won't. You'll see when I turn. Hold on. Let me get the.
Like it's probably just gonna keep me stable without like moving together with this ship.
Okay, so X changes gyro mode. So okay, I'm gonna turn. See, are you looking? Look forward.
Yeah, so yeah, your ship moves, my turret stays at the spot.
Then hit X.
Yeah, and then it turns with the ship. Okay.
You probably want to be in that mode unless I say defensive fire, and then you maybe want to hit X to look backwards. You know, because that way, if a ship is shooting at us, and I'm fighting another ship, that'll keep your turret pointing at the guy you're shooting at. Because the best way to get someone to stop shooting us is to shoot them back.
So if we're attacking, I probably just keep gyro off. So then we can just like shoot straight, and if it's like defensive, then I put gyro on, and I can like independently turn and just.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna jump us into the fight.
Okay. What is like 1, 2, 3? You said. What does that?
That would be target. If I say pin 1, you press 1, and that would basically I can pin a target, so I can share target info with people on the ship. I don't really know all these. I use I'm really custom on my key bindings. I'm using joysticks and stuff. So, if you hit escape and go to options key binding, you can see most of the key binds, and you can look up custom key binds that way too. It shouldn't be hard for us. We're going to have the advantage here. Most of these fights are in atmosphere, which makes it incredibly hard.
So I see somebody.
Yep. So we're gonna target the hurricane. He's shit.
He passed by us?
Yeah, that's fine. The neutralized target. Target him. Fire if you have a green box. You have a hit T to target. Make sure you have a green box. Just light him up. He should melt pretty quick.
Shields.
Blew the engine off. Keep it up. Keep it up. Good job. We're out here. Defensive fire.
Gotcha.
If you need me to pull up or whatever, just yell pull up and I got it.
I'm good. I'm shooting him.
Make sure you're targeting him to get that lead pip.
I mean, can't see him.
I'm gonna turn around and kill him. Snap your gimbals back on. Fuck him up. Gonna get a little lag, a little combat lag there. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was... Okay, tires recharging.
Not a bad idea to let it fill up. The way shields work, if you get shields down... Man, he's got really bad lag here. Shields have a state of... If you're hitting a shield, it's not gonna recharge. And shields have a stat, which all shields are the same right now because they're doing some testing. Oh my god.
What the hell?
Yeah, we're getting bad combat lag. Fuck this guy, I'm just gonna jump.
Okay. I feel some G-force.
Oh my god, I'm having spool problems. I'm gonna have to like short jump. So shields, when they take damage, they have to not take damage for X amount of seconds before they start to regen. If you take a shield down, then they'll have a different stat for how long, once the shield is down, it will take before it can start to regen. All the stats right now for shields are all the same, which is not normally how it is. There's usually a military, there's different grades of shields, and then beyond the different grades of shields, there's different classes of shields, and they all have different stats, which makes it really complex you have different ship builds, whether you want stealth or high visibility. If you have the strongest shields, they put off a lot of energy and heat. They can be seen from very far away, and EM and IR missiles can lock onto them very easily. So there's a lot of give and take there, and allows you to customize your ship build. But as I said, right now all shields are basically the same. So even the NPCs in the crappiest of ships have basically military grade shields. I'm hoping that changes. It's not that they broke it, they purposely did that to balance capacitor gameplay. They're focusing on a different part of the game right now, and then when they're done, they will make shields and weapons are the same way. Like all lasers are the same, all ballistics are the same. They used to have very different attributes, and they don't right now. Where's this guy at? Is he over here? Solomon Bird. This isn't the guy we just killed, is it?
No, I guess guess that was something different.
Is now on.
Have you been down on one of the moons to any of these little bases?
I guess I've been to a couple of those.
You have for delivery, right?
Well, deliveries and like I said, I tried some bunker missions. I think I did like one. Actually, no, probably like 2 of those
Bottom drop.
hijack missions, like the big ship.
I'll show you a little something real quick. So especially when you're a bad guy, HDMSs are places you can repair, rearm, refuel. The pads work. But beyond that, you know, you have food and water responsibilities. You'll have a little hydration icon and a little iron leaf nutrient icon. You don't have to do a lot, maybe like once every couple hours or hour. But it is something that kind of sucks going back to base to do. So, you know, we'll do it here. Hold Y to exit your seat.
Exit.
If you're on a ship that has ejection, right alternate and Y is eject. Oh, I can't get out. Let me out.
Well, walking funk, is it the wind?
Yeah, oh yeah. So let's head over to one of these little buildings right here. I'm surprised we can't hear it. Usually, like, you have a pretty aggressive... when I'm walking, I'm like leaning to the left.
Yeah, there's actually like fun thing they like simulated, you know, like the atmospherics and like all this.
Oh yeah, planet and moon tech's getting pretty good. Alright, so let's just go on up in here.
It's funny because I can't even move. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's like low grab. You could jump really far, but if you jump, it should like... Oh, fuck.
Nope. You're really good.
The wind knocked me down. Get in the airlock. Alright, airlock, you press cycle, we're good. Whew. It's crazy out there. So in these bunkers, you may find gray and red boxes that have loot in them. The red boxes can have weapons and armor. The gray will have nutrients, tools. What's this? There's none here. Make it. I know people that like literally, and there's all kinds of like harvestables, like fruit and stuff, but it's not worth like sitting here all day and picking oranges. But they're there, you know. It's interesting that they've added like world loot's a new thing. It just came out last patch.
Like you can actually grow stuff here?
No, you'll see. There's like boxes just full. I mean, they're literally full of crap. Like here's one. So let me look real for. I hate the fact that you can only have one person in a container at a time, but that's the way it is.
That is what it is.
So there you are. So look in there. You'll see there's some multi-tools, and the interesting thing is you can take the box inventory and move it to local. So you can pretty much stash a bunch of crap if you want to.
Should I grab any of this?
Yeah, you can grab it all if you want. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's not like... It's junk for the most part.
Gotcha.
What I'm going to
There's a
do...
red one.
Huh, I was trying to eat and drink, but I guess, yep. And there may be some
There's
guns
armor.
or some armor. Like, what I normally do is I'll just throw the armor to local, because it'll be there forever. And here's the thing. Like, if you do an account reset, then when you account reset, everything that you had on you goes to your home. So, yeah, I'm trying to drink, and it's not... Man, the game's acting really funky today.
Maybe it's just the server?
Could be. Could be. Alright, let's roll. Just nice to know, like, you know, pit stops are important. And
I'm just gonna grab like a bottle of water or something.
yeah, I'm gonna head out to the ship and get her ready. I couldn't rearm repair a fuel, so I'm gonna guess that there's some sort of. I think the servers are being hit. Maybe the free flies here. I don't know.
So what again is the free flight?
The free fly is like anyone can play for free for 11 days.
Okay. So
They don't really-
if the person spawns like during these 11 days, like, but since they didn't have a badge, they like won't even have a starter ship or something. Or?
I don't know what they're giving you. It's literally just it's either starting it started at 0 UTC now, or in 24 hours. Well, in 22 hours or whatever it is now. But it's an event that happens for 11 days. Like there's a thing. Platinum Bay have core. Oh,
Might want to try to convince a couple more friends.
nice, Johnny. Yeah, there's. I mean, it's definitely loot to be. The thing is, you're in the ship. I hope because I just took off.
Yeah.
There's definitely cool stuff to be had, but you know, with the wipe happening soon, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No, but I mean, like, I think like it's a good like spot to learn about like things now. So when the vibe
Yes, absolutely.
is like, I can just jump and like maybe like progress, like buy something and just like do like other missions.
And I live off the grid a lot of times because I usually have crime stat. So when I'm doing that, like I'm living in these places, rearm, repair, refueling. Like if you have crime stat, you have nowhere to go but Grimhex. So these places are a saving grace. All right, so the last guy we have to kill is Solomon. Oh wait, this mission's bugged too. I'm gonna abandon this mission and let's go
Yes,
to.
this tells we have 2 out of 3.
Yeah, just go ahead and abandon it. I was just showing you that the ship shreds, and you see it does. So we're going to do a 60k guard facility mission. I'm going to show this. And this is really like the money thing that people have been doing lately. So it's a ground mission. Man, the other thing that's really weird is in navigation, I'm seeing all the jump points to a destination when we're far away instead of the main jump point, which is not how that's supposed to work.
Yeah, like usually it just gives you like the planet, and once you get close, then you see.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
local points.
Exactly. I'm not even.
I mean, for what's it's worth, we can jump to one of them and then just switch to a different one.
No, you have to be really careful about that. So you'll learn the jump rules. Don't ever jump to a buddy on the other side of a planet because you'll fly through the planet and die. Same thing with like a bounty. If you have a bounty, don't try and jump to it through the planet. You will die. If you're at Hurston and you select a destination on the other side of Hurston, like a ground base, like Hurston Reclamation Facility or whatever, it's fine. It'll do a spline jump and go around the building or around the planet. But if you're far away and you try to jump to something that's on the planet, like a point of interest, it'll bug out the jump and you'll fly away and the ship will act weird and you gotta power it down and power it back up, and it's a big fucking pain in the ass. The navigation system is still in its like super alpha state from years ago. I hope to God they update it soon because it's something that desperately is needed. And when I look at Star Citizen as a company, like I look at it as like, why don't you guys fix this? Because it would make you more money. Because people quit because this is so frustrating that people literally refund the game. Like for example, the starter ship Mustang couldn't carry anything. Like why would you have a starter ship not be gold standard? Like the Gladius is gold standard, and that means that the Gladius is fully updated to the current state of the game, and it's a really good ship. But then like a whole starter, like the Mustang's not a ship, it's a line of ships. There's like 4 or 5 of them, and they're trash. Like people ask what ship to buy. If you want to buy a starter ship, you buy the Aurora because the Mustang's trash.
Yeah, that's what, like, I mean, when I was like buying it, there was like 2 options for me, that time. Like I didn't want to invest too much money if I wasn't sure about the game.
Yeah.
So the options really was the Mustang is the one like that can't even carry cargo, right? Like when you have to use like a glitch method or something to put boxes in the cockpit.
Yeah, exactly. The Aurora you can carry. Yeah, it's just weird, It's you would think that from a business standpoint, it wouldn't take them out of their $400 million, even if they had to spend $1 million doing it, which they wouldn't. It would be like not very serious at all. They'd be like, hey guys, let's update the stuff that people buy when they buy the game. It doesn't make sense to me. But anyway. I don't care that much either, because I'm not going to fly a Mustang around. And maybe that's their mentality. Maybe their mentality is people buy more expensive ships. So this base is going to start shooting at us. I can't see, and I don't know if the lights on the ship work. So I'm just going to try and land behind the base.
Wait, this ship doesn't have front lights?
I don't know. I pushed the button, and they didn't come on. So I'm going to guess it just doesn't have the lights. I don't know.
I assume I shouldn't try shooting this back.
Because
the last time it gave me crime stuff or whatever.
Yeah, don't shoot it.
Shields hit.
Like normally it doesn't give crime stuff, but like that last time it like literally.
Well, you have to understand what the mission is. The mission is that we're going to our bunker and helping our cops. So this is their home, and their home shouldn't be.
Ooh.
I hit
Guess
the
we'll end it
light.
on something.
Okay, we're good. Go ahead and get out.
Okay.
So yeah, it's our base, like it's our cops' base that we're going to help.
Hey, where's the exit? Why can't I click?
Just hold Y.
Oh,
It's
okay.
because I just got it. I think we can't both leave at the same time.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, T turns on your headlamp. You got it. Cool. So there are cops here, and there are bad guys here. If you shoot a cop, you become a criminal.
Yeah, this one I figured like the hard way. Like remember I told like last year when I was like trying out these missions, like I shoot a cop and then I just ended up in a jail.
The AI are terrible, and the reason they're terrible is they run at about 7 frames a second. So you can basically just run around them, and they won't be able to hit you. But if you run away from them or towards them for too long, they can shoot you in the face, and they're very good shots. They're just really slow, 7 frames per second slow. So I see a lot of people do this, like, oh, Call of Duty, edge. You don't need to do that. It literally takes them 3 seconds to respond. You're better off running around them like this, because they won't hit you, than running, anything else. I'll give you an example. Now, the wave is not here yet. We have 55 seconds till it spawns. But an example is, if this is this is a cop with a black and gold armor. They also wear all yellow armor. You're only going to be shooting guys with blue and red armor. Here's the yellow armor here. Come to me quickly so you see.
Yeah, they have like different armor in like different planets.
In different areas, yeah. So here you have these orc armor in yellow and black. Let's go to the main entrance and stay back here, and we'll take it cautiously.
So where do the bad guys spawn from? Because usually when I come,
They
like,
spawn from spawn
closets.
closets. Spawn closets are elevators or doors, you'll see. Like there's one right here. Come here real quick. 17 seconds they spawn. Like this is a oh, nope, that's not.
That one?
Yeah, right here. This is a spawn closet. Okay, let's run back. And the cops will shoot. Like if you get in between a cop and a bad guy, they'll both shoot you. So
Oh, okay.
you can here if you wanted to get some armor and you just started, like it's not a terrible thing to like wait for the bad guys to kill some of the good guys.
That's actually what I did like the first time. I just came in and I saw a dead body and I didn't have like any armor. I didn't have like.
Now the bodies despawn relatively quickly, so there's some tricks to get big loot boxes you can fill up. You have to blow up a ship with something in it, and you get a big loot box, and you can bring that loot box down here with a tractor beam. So like you can see, like you can just run up on these guys, like that's a cop, that's a cop. They killed one right here. See him? He's wearing the armor I'm wearing, so that's great.
Yeah, it's actually it was just say it's like the same armor.
I forgot they got rid of the blue and red armor. Been having too many beers tonight, and they'll hide in
they
the
look
dark.
different.
They'll hide in the dark corners too. Like, oh, they killed that one. They'll also hide in a spawn closet, so you gotta be careful. This is the hacking lab. Come here. This is the lab. So a hacking terminal would be right here if there was one. There's not. And this is the back room. This is one of the safest places to go. If I ever say run to the lab, or run to the computer lab, this is what I mean, like the server room in the back.
There's also the closet, right?
Huh?
That's also the closet, right? The door here.
Yeah, that's the spawn closet. Yeah. Okay, first wave down. So you gotta do 3 of these waves. No big deal. I'm gonna go back off and let you do this because you need the experience yourself. I'm gonna stay at the elevator. There's not, you know, these things aren't. Ooh, guy needs a rescue beacon.
Yeah, I just saw that.
That's probably a player doing one of these that got shot.
I mean, I never seen those.
All right, good luck. Good luck to you. And there are loot boxes here. There'll be gray ones and there'll be red ones. But I don't recommend getting in them until you kill the bad guys first.
So that's a different mission. Like I said, like the one I tried, it was like all the bad guys were already here. Like there were no waves or something. There was like 15 guys, and you just needed to kill all of them, or 10 guys. I don't remember, something like that.
Yeah, there's currently I think there's 3 types of missions in these bunkers. There's a drug mission where you have to destroy like 600 or 700 boxes of drugs, which is annoying.
Wow.
There's the assault missions where you're going into a bad guy lab and killing everybody, maybe a drug lab. And then there's the defend or help a site that needs defending. And that's this mission. This mission pays quite a lot. I think this is paying 70 grand. You know, that's
70?
a lot.
Oh, wow,
60,000 plus bonuses. So you want to have your call to arms on, of course, because you're getting paid for every guy you shoot. And then if you're quickly taking an armor kit or 2 or some guns, then, you know, if you do every bunker and you bring an extra gun back, then you put that in your stash back at your home base.
Oh shit! I think I hit the security. Oh fuck.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, I did, because they're trying to shoot me now as well.
Well, run to me. Run to the elevator. Don't shoot them back. Just run.
No, I'm not. Ooh. Third turn.
I don't think
Oh,
there's...
survival estimates. 1 minute. I guess I'm bleeding.
Hit C and hit med pen. Med pen, go to the elevator.
Yeah,
Med pen.
yeah.
Do you have a med pen on you?
Yeah.
Hit C and left click to use it. Come here to the elevator.
I had one job to do and I still failed it again.
Come here. No. Come over here. I'll finish the mission.
There.
Do you have crime stat?
Yeah, the same. I think it's 2.
You have 2 crime stat?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I
you're a
didn't kill him,
bad...
I literally just shot him and then I figured
You're a
it was
bad boy. Yeah, you can't shoot cops, man. Just stay there. I'll finish the mission real quick. I'll get you some rep at least. Rep doesn't wipe, by the way, so grinding rep's not a bad thing.
What's rap?
Hit F1 and look at Delphi, the last tab.
Delphi?
It's reputation.
Oh, like the reputation within the companies?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's kind of similar to the...
And these missions, like the mission I'm on, is locked behind, like, I don't know, 50 or so of these types of missions.
So essentially, like, to unlock like higher tier missions, like what you do now, like I just need to grind through like lower tier missions until I get like enough rep.
Yes, absolutely. And the rep is regional, so we're on Hurston. So we're doing Hurston rep. Don't shoot me, cop. He pointed his gun at me. I almost shot him.
Yeah, that's what happened because he was like looking at me and I thought I was a bad guy and I shoot him and then he was in the dark corner. And I just was like, oh, you got the crime stat. I was like, darn.
I normally wear the Hurston guard armor because, especially if I'm a bad guy, people tend to not shoot, or they second guess if you're wearing guard armor, you know? Quit running.
So I assume we'll have to go through like that whole process of hijacking the station again.
Yeah, but we're gonna go to a bunker, which is a little more dangerous. Stay in your elevator. Cops are coming for you. You do
so
not
if
want
they
to.
try to shoot me and they corner me.
If you shoot them back, then it's more crime that you have that you have to hack. So you don't want to do that. It's not good.
So just let them kill me in case.
Well, if they kill you, you go to jail. So there's that too. Basically, you should just stay back. Basically, you should just listen to me. Alright, come in. Mission's done.
No, but like technically, like that you can't like die immediately, right? Like you'll be knocked out anyway.
The cops will shoot you dead.
Oh, cops will shoot me dead.
They'll knock you and then they'll shoot you,
Gotcha.
and then you go to jail.
So they won't give me like a chance to get revives. Gotcha.
PTU patch has blue marker over guard's head to prevent friendly fire. Huh. I didn't see that, but I also don't think I did a bunker mission on PTU. Hey.
What was that?
One of my viewers was telling me that on the PTU, that's the test pat. Man, I've had some beers today. The persistent test universe is PTU. So there's a test universe right now going on where they're testing the next patch, which, you know, it's a wave thing. So first they have some NDA testers, then they have like the really hardcore player testers, and then they have the semi-hardcore testers. Then anyone can come and join the test, but it's an entire additional game install of 80 gigs or whatever this game is.
I like how you lifted off when I was like still in the like exterior seat.
Give you a little view, yeah. Not impressive, you don't fire 5 flares, right? Oh, you can't really see them.
Actually, question. So I saw it says flares, which, well, flares are flares, and then there's jammer. What jammers? Like,
Well, one is countermeasure for noise and radar, and one is countermeasure for thermal.
okay. How do you know what's targeting you? Like, if the rocket is heat-seeking or like not?
Yeah, you have a warning for both. I think one's a fire and one's a radar symbol. There's also a camera. There's what's called cross-section, which is basically a visual lock. But a flare should work. You just need to use multiple. Like, for example, the torpedo boat needs 3 flares to shake a torpedo. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it'll work, because the torpedo flies through the flare, and if it sees you immediately, then it's still going to reacquire you. It's very much like a submarine torpedo.
So you pretty much just need to like toss a flare and like try to
Juke.
bail.
Well, you want to know where the missile's coming from. Like, if I'm flying, I'm usually looking at my targets, tracking what's going on, and I'm prioritizing the people that are attacking me. Or trying to. We will see when when the PTU goes live. It's interesting because they have a history of putting live deployments right before a free fly and ruining the free fly. But I gotta say, like, some of the navigation bugs that have been popping up that weren't there before, it's a little weird that they're showing up.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, we're coming on the backside of the bunker. Nice. So the easy way to not get these bunkers to blow you up dead, because the turrets on them are fairly powerful. They have that little spike there that you can use, and you can LOS the gun. You can see it can't hit us.
Yeah, I've read about it. Because the first times I like tried to do like bunker missions, the ship would just blow away and I wouldn't realize what's blowing it. Because sometimes like those turrets wouldn't even shoot at me.
Yeah, they weren't visual. There was a bug. Okay, let's go get your crime stat out.
1 second.
Hopefully. Let's see.
Okay, exit.
May have an inventory bug. May not be able to do this. Let's see.
Well, the thing is that I also don't have any chips with me.
Oh, I kind of knew that you were going to get crime stat and brought chips with me.
Oh.
Okay.
Wasn't that obvious for a new guy?
So first of all, I want you to go in your inventory and make sure that one of your belt slots is empty, which it is, because you only have one red stick on you.
So yeah.
So I'm going to look down here. I'm going to carry this. I'm going to place this on the ground right here. And you're going to pick it off. Well, let's go right here.
Maybe it's like a flat surface, something.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on the ground and you pick it up, yeah? See it? Okay, and you just hold that. Like, you don't need to do anything but carry that. Let's go. Shift is run, right?
So you only turn off the engines, what I read, right? Like you need to leave your shields on and like all that.
Yeah, I literally, I may not even turn my engines off. I may just throttle them down. I have a HOTAS, so I just bring down my throttle when I land. And that way the engines are on even, and we have even faster takeoff.
How can anybody like get in your ship? Let's say like if you go inside the bunker and let's say somebody.
They can't.
They can't.
They'd have to break the doors and take it easy, motor. They'd have to break the doors, which you could do with a weapon or a ship, but I don't think you can break. Like that particular ship has like a weird. Like you saw how we enter and leave the ship. It's not like a canopy that opens, or it's not a door. It's like a loading ramp, and I think if you break the loading ramp, then I don't even know if you can do that. All right, so we're gonna sprint
so
to the.
Nobody can like just come and like hijack into your ship.
Battle comms. You don't want to end up in jail, so stay right on my ass. We're gonna run. There's a cop right there. He's gonna aggro to you, but we're just gonna run right past him. Ready? Follow me. Hold shift. Go. Don't stop. You want to? Oh, the cop's in the way. Zigzag, zigzag. Pretend it's an alligator. Yeah. Keep on going. Keep on. Oh. Keep on going, keep on going. Zigzag, zigzag, run around him, to the right, to the right. Nice, nice. Computer lab, computer lab. This one's gotta go. Sorry, buddy. Okay, come over here. Hole's right here.
What the hell is this?
Don't explore. Don't explore. Right there, right there, right there. Put it in your hole.
What the hell is that?
That guy, he's dead. That's Artemis. Oh, he's not dead. What the fuck? Oh, he's bugged. Why is he bugged?
No idea.
Okay, he's down.
No, he's not.
Okay. Oh, cop. Careful, careful.
I'm in the server room.
Oh, I got crime stat 3 now. Shit, I'm getting crime stat.
Babysit. I've never seen this. What the hell?
Babysit your computer, man. Babysit your computer.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, cops are coming. I have to take them all out. Fuck, I got crime stat 3 now. Oh, maybe I don't.
Well, I mean, you can access the same computer and erase it, right?
Yeah, but I mean, once I hit CS3, could get bounty hunted. So you stay here. Look, stay like this, crouched. If one comes, LOS them at the table. You can literally walk around this table and they won't see you. You follow?
So wait, stealth works here? I thought they just.
LOS works. The guards can't shoot you through the table. So keep your eye on that edge. They have to come from that way. No one's going to come from behind you. I have crime stat 2, so if they shoot me, I go to jail. So you watch that edge, and then every couple seconds turn around and look at the computer. Don't go too far left, because there are guards down that hallway, and I don't want you to attract them. Watch to your right, not to your left. If you have to shoot one and kill one, so be it. You're the one hacking. If I kill any more, then we got bounty hunters after us.
You're 2 or 3 now?
I'm 2. Oh, this is an elite guard, the Hurston security armor.
Yeah, it's like I've never seen that armor before like that. Look,
Yeah, it's Artemax,
there's
but
a
it's
guard
like...
coming. So...
Shit, I got CS3 now. Get that hack done.
Looking at it.
Their guards aren't dead, they're just knocked, so don't fuck with them. I mean, you actually could take their stuff, but you're not going to get in loot. Don't get in a loot tunnel, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I'm not touching. No, I mean, I don't care about loot right now.
If another one comes, you just go up behind him and middle mouse click, and it'll take him down. Just do it once, though, because the second time will kill him.
Middle mouse?
Yep.
Like the wheel click?
Yep. Yeah, you press it in. How's your hack?
3 bars plus.
Jesus, really?
Yeah.
Try not to move around too much. Like, just hold that right edge looking at the door. Because even moving, it may be a noise thing. I'm not sure if you aggro guards with noise, but I think you can.
How long are they knocked out for? Like, is there like a time or?
I'll tell you what, after we get rid of our crime stats so we don't end up in jail. But yes, you can totally fight. I mean, you have your fists out because you press 0.
So, like, to use the metal mouse thing, do I need to, like, have the fist out, or I can just do it?
No, the actual mechanic is it's a chokehold takedown, so you have to be behind them. But the hitboxes are so screwy. I run up to people all the time and hitbox them.
I mean, like, do I need to have my fist out, or I can just be, like,
No, you do not
holster?
need to have anything out. In fact, it's better if you don't.
Okay, so, I'll just forward fist.
Because there's a melee swing. If you have a weapon out, you'll melee swing.
Interesting. I mean, I actually didn't even know there was, like, a chokehold, because I usually would just, like, if I didn't have any weapon, I would literally just run around them and just punch them in the face until they knock out.
Oh yeah, chokehold's awesome. I mean, you saw I just one-shot all those guards.
Yeah, I was actually wondering how the hell you're doing that. Okay. Damn, now I've... Okay, system access granted. Access crypto key. So I guess you're next after I erase this one.
Are you done?
SMS, procedural issues. Screening, 20%. 15. And it's done. We'll go.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is the guards can still shoot you because you're in their restricted area. So all you're gonna do is be a buffer between me and a potential bounty that comes. So basically, just sit right here, crouched. And if you see, anybody come around that corner that doesn't look like a guard, run forward and choke them. I don't want to go to jail. If a guard comes, I'll choke him. Come over.
Wait, who else might come in here?
No, back up. No, back up. The guard, you have to LOS these guards. Get around the corner, like over here. Stay on this side. There's 2 of them right out there. I don't want to have CS4 or CS5 because you're baiting more in. So stay like right here, like this.
Okay.
You see a guard, just yell because you know we have a second or 2 to react.
Okay.
But we don't have another chip, so I don't recommend you take it down. If you see a player, take him down.
Wait, the players, the same thing works? Like I can just do middle mouse on them?
Yes, it works on anyone.
Oh.
You have to technically be behind them, so, just... The best thing to do is to hold shift and move fast, because if they have a gun, they probably can't hit you if you're moving fast. You have medium armor on, that may even be light armor, so you're relatively nimble. I don't recommend backpacks for that reason. Like, I don't like making my character heavy.
Gotcha. I found 2 chips in the loot box in the server, so I
Oh,
got them.
You have them on you now?
Yeah, in the backpack.
Alright, good. Yeah, and that's the other thing, is like, the chips are here all the time, so you can find them. Like, it's just a time thing. Once I hit CS3, if there is a bounty hunter there, within 5 minutes, they could be on their way. Another 5 minutes, they're landing. I mean, they would be showing up right about now.
So a question, if like I see a player and I attack them, wouldn't that put a crime on me again?
Yes, but it'd keep me from going to jail, so that'd be cool.
Oh, okay. I see.
Like, I would get a 5-hour sentence right now. The other thing you could do is, if you know where the elevator is, and you can reverse track your steps, you could run into the elevator, and that way you know for certain no one's coming. Just be careful, because the guards will shoot you, because you are a trespasser.
Okay. But it won't put like any crime on you as long as you don't.
If you get shot by a guard with 0 crime stat, you will get a 15-minute sentence.
Okay. I think you have a red screen now.
You're right. There's that, the secret safe.
The what?
I got my UEE badge.
didn't know those safes can open.
That one can. Yeah, so like me being just like this, I can see like a sliver. If I see anybody at all, I go like this, because if they're tracking me as a bounty hunter, they can see my location, so they can pre-fire the corner as they come around.
That's true. So technically, having me is more like an element of surprise, and if I don't mess it up, I can take him out.
Exactly. And they can hear you or see you, so you don't want either of those things to happen.
Yeah, no pressure at all.
Hey, you wanted to see how to make money. I'm showing you.
That's a steep learning curve, but I like it. Okay.
It is, and that's why a lot of people. It's too much for some people, but this is probably the best way to get into. Man, I don't even know what I'm going to do when the patch hits and the wipe hits. I'm going to do whatever is most profitable. I'll probably start off with bounties because they're easy. I can hop in a retaliator, buy the right torpedoes, and go fly around and make 100K. I mean, hell, I could probably make 100K an hour, 150K an hour is what I'll shoot for. I mean, if mining's super effective, we'll get a group together and get people out scouting for us, and we pay the scouts so everyone makes good money and everyone's happy. But with mining, the next day, you have to take the mined material to sell. And, that could be a problem if there's pirates.
So what would be your advice? Like, let's say I have... So I assume, like, the vibe only, like, erases whatever you inquired, like, within the game. Like, whatever your pledge was, that all stays.
Right, you never lose your pledge.
Yeah. So, let's say I will start with, like, a default Amateur Titan, right? Like, after the wipe. So, what would be, like, the first thing? Like,
well, the problem is the wipe's not a rep wipe. The wipe is not a rep wipe. So, like, all these high-level missions I have, there may be a prerequisite, but there's not, like, I don't have to grind it out again. Like, there's days of work getting to the level I'm at. So I can immediately hop in and start doing my bounties and even unlock player bounties, and, like, it may be a good loop because people are going to be down here grinding the what we're doing right now. And I can hunt the person that gets the crime stat and get 35K for killing him. So that may be the move. Yeah, you're right. This Artimex armor is cool. Okay, so my bounty's cleared. I think I'm going to take this Artimex armor.
Oh, I said it looks really awesome.
Well, I was going to take it, but I can't. There we go.
Why is it weird?
No, I was having a hard time. I'm trying to get naked over here, but it's not letting me.
It's like Jonathan space below you. I assume I'm still holding the corner.
There you go.
Or you playing already?
You're good. So if you get naked like I just did, and you take the person's flight suit, it takes everything. But you can't take his gun because he's knocked, not dead.
Okay. Holy, that looks actually pretty awesome.
So now I look like him. Rawr. Artemex, Hurston. So this is the elite Hurston security guard armor that people go goo goo gaga for. Alright, so I'm heavy, but let's run. We're going to run out of here. The guards may shoot at us. We don't want to return fire. Not advised. Follow me.
So you remember the way out? Okay.
Yep, follow me. Never run straight towards or straight away from one of these guards. Like an alligator. Run in the Z, run in the Z. Alright, cool. Alright, high five.
Wait, you can do high five here?
There are emotes like slash dance slash high five. There's a ton of them. But there's a desync in the world.
Animation.
So yeah, like the animations are really bad right now. Alright, so you saw a bunker mission, you did some PvP. What else you thinking? You want to check your missions?
The what missions?
Do you want to look at your missions and see what you got?
Let me take a look. I'm not gonna get shot if I'm standing here, or should I probably get in the ship and then take a look?
It's not a bad idea to get in the ship in case there is someone out here like waiting for us. It's not like because we don't have crime stat. I mean, yeah, there could be like I've done it. People have sat out.
Off 'cause I can't
Yeah.
get in it.
You're good.
Okay, I should be.
So if you look at the contract manager, personal, you may have an appointment. Miles Eckert's a good one. That's actually a whole quest chain that's really good.
Okay,
Under general, mercenaries mostly like you have the contraband stash, which I don't like. That's smashing a bunch of drugs. Remove claim jumpers kind of sucks. That's like going to an asteroid belt and attacking a bunch of miners. But the miners will fuck you up if you're not in a good ship. Halt illegal surveillance isn't a bad mission to do. The comma rays, and there's one where you are destroying like probes that people like to do. I don't do that one, but it's a common one people do.
So let me go through my missions because I think it's just going to be easy for me to navigate what I'm looking at.
Sure.
The first one is like delivery, so I still have like these 8,000 missions to for the
Now-
boxes. Then there's the search mission.
So wait,
that
the
gives
the
me-
delivery missions do have rep chains. So if you get rep with Redwind, that's a good thing to do. And if you're playing by yourself and you can bang those out, it may not be a bad idea to sit down one day and say, hey, I'm going to bang out 20 of these. Because after wipe, that rep will matter.
Okay. Like, what's the next step? Like, how much can I potentially get just from holding? Because 8,000.
Well, keep in mind, infancy of the game, I don't know because the new missions aren't out yet. They're at the PTU, I haven't seen them.
Well, I'm speaking about like right now. Like, I know it's probably gonna be a little different, but like more.
I don't know.
less.
I haven't gone down that quest chain. Like I've been doing like I'm like max level bounty hunter.
Gotcha. So search is like salvage claim and cargo recovery. No idea what those actually never done those.
Those can be cool because they can take you to really cool spots.
Okay. Investigation.
let's do this. The cargo recovery. Do you have the one that says the freelancer was attacked?
A freelancer was attacked. Yeah.
Yeah, take that and share it.
I tried one of the search missions when they were saying like the guy got lost in the cave. So I arrived to the cave, but like I only managed like to hit the bottom of the cave, and then you need to like to go inside the cave. But it's like so narrow.
There's someone here.
Yeah, I see the ship. But it's blue.
Yeah, I want to see what he is. I wonder if he is coming to get our bounty.
You think?
Banu Defender.
That's a battleship?
A fighter. Don't shoot him. We'll get crime stat if you shoot him.
No,
But do have him targeted.
Yeah, he's targeted. Banu Defender. He's going up. I think he's trying to land. He's shooting us.
Shields hit.
So yeah, looks like he landed.
Yeah, he says into the bunker that we just left.
I mean, with only 50 people,
So-
like the whole system, like the chances of meeting somebody in the open is like not really high unless they're like tracking people, I guess.
Well, we were at a bunker cracking our crime stat, and that guy had a mission to go to that bunker. So you see where interesting things can happen.
Oh, I see. Okay. But I mean, if he's tracking like a different mission and he comes in and he sees you, but like, he doesn't necessarily like do the bounty mission, so he might not even know that you have a bounty.
Well, I'm gonna kill him. If I'm down there cracking my crime stat, I'm gonna kill him.
He's just like not taking the chances.
I mean,
essentially.
If I'm a criminal, I don't want to go to jail. If he has call to arms and he shoots me, I go to jail.
Gotcha.
So if you walk into my bunker, if there's a ship outside and it's bad guy status, you should know that that guy's going to shoot you if you go into his bunker.
So I assume that's like one of those things when you can't like just jump to the spot, you have to actually like fly there.
Yeah, there may be a spot closer. I don't see one though. It is what it is. AFK for a minute.
I mean, what like, how difficult is the bounty hunting? Like, what do you need for your ship? Like, what's like the minimal ship like you can do the bounty hunting in, like, without like getting, you know, blown into space?
Sorry, what was the question?
Like, if I'm like, let's say to try to do bounty hunting, right? Like, so that involves like dogfighting, right? So, like, what would be like the minimum recommended ship? Like, can I do it in the Avenger, or do I need to get something different?
Titan or Gladius. Or Arrow.
So Titan works.
Mm-hmm. You'd want to upgrade.
Do you change the default loadout?
Yeah, you'd want to change the default loadout a little bit.
Any recommendations?
Well, right now it would be all all laser repeaters. Doesn't matter which one, attrition, CF, whatever. I'd probably do fixed weapons, do size 4 on the nose and size 3 on the wings. You can put one distortion repeater on it if you want to help take down the shields.
So
the Titan's got a Warlock version. If you're going to buy it in-game, I'd buy the Warlock, 'cause that's got an EMP and that thing shreds.
No, I got the Titan because I told you, like, I upgraded the pledge to the Titan, so...
Mm-hmm. I put stealth everything on it, stealth shields. Maybe a military power supply, but I'd probably go stealth build, because that way when you boom and zoom, you disappear after 1,500 meters or so.
What about, like, the rockets? It has, like, rocket bots. Are those any good, or...?
Rocket pods? No, those suck. You want laser repeaters.
Okay.
Now the
So
rockets,
what's
the
ballistic?
missile...
Like, ballistic, it's just because they have low ammo? That's what I read.
Because
like,
of the change of the weapons right now, ballistics are not really viable. You can't do enough DPS in a Titan to kill a real ship.
I see. And it's only like 200 like bullets. Like, why don't they just give like an extra magazine or something?
All the state of the weapons have been changed for balancing on capacitor gameplay.
Okay. So it's still like the subject to change, I assume, right? Because I mean, it just they really.
They literally have leveled all weapons and all shields to focus on capacitor gameplay. That's a feature where you can.
What is capacitor gameplay like? I mean,
Capacitor gameplay is you have capacitors in the ship that can pull energy to shields, weapons, or thrusters as needed. And different ships have different capacitor levels, and you also have the power triangle, which affects that. So they're trying to get a homogeneous state where all the stuff works together, and it requires changing the status of things so they can see. They want to see the data. So by making everything the same, they can see like, all right, well, we need to put more. Every ship needs to be able to fire twice as much, or 20% more, or whatever.
Panthers. I see a lot of like people mentioning Panthers as a good computer. But you say right now they're essentially ballistic.
The what?
Like the Panthers, like they're...
All lasers are exactly the same. It doesn't matter if it's an attrition, a panther. The only thing that's different is whether it's a laser cannon or a laser repeater. But every laser repeater is the same exact stat. The same exact stat. They look different, but that's it.
So like essentially if I would put like a But I mean, this damage still like varies if I use, let's say, a 0.4 or 0.3 like system,
Huh?
like the bigger gun. So if I like, there's like what 4 slot, like on the Avenger, right? Like the front gun is bigger than the wing guns.
Right, so all size 4 laser repeaters are the exact same stat. All size 3 laser repeaters are the exact same stat, so on and so forth.
Gotcha. So like they're the same within like their size. Like,
Yes.
category. Okay.
This is on the other side of the fucking planet. No, it's not coming. Thousands of meters.
Yeah, it's like that wouldn't be right.
Landing gear deployed.
I did one mission where there's like a broken caterpillar and I needed to retrieve like a box from the inside, but I couldn't figure out how to get inside because like there were like doors, but they're like, you know, jammed and like you can't get in.
Alright, this is you. We actually can't take the box because of the type of ship we're in, but it's just to show you the content of these wrecks are worth checking out, you know?
Yeah.
And these are like becoming more common, like all the different wrecks and how they mesh. They can like auto mesh into the planet. I think that's how they're doing it, but they're pretty neat. F5 power weapons, F7 shields. Nice to have these switch on stick hat button. Fast weapon combat. F5 power? Oh, you're talking about the power triangle. Yeah.
So when you're dogfighting, like, do you actually move that triangle somehow, or?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm using really high-end joystick setup, so.
I mean,
do
like, do you like put them like more to?
I have full control of every aspect of my ship by the buttons and knobs and sliders of my joystick.
Ouch.
If I need to move power to my shields because my shields are taking a whooping and that's what I want, I do that. If I decide I want power to my engines because I want to maneuver more, then I do that. It really depends. I have a lot of experience fighting, so it really depends on what's going on and what my goals are.
When I abandon the contract, does that decrease my like level?
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter for something like this. We're just, you know, if you're doing bunkers, yes. And it's unfortunate because the rep meter does not correctly show the loss of rep. So if you do a bunker mission and you fail one, then you do another bunker mission and complete it, you'll get no rep for the one you completed. And so it tracks the rep, but doesn't visually show you.
So like
Really?
it's just a visual representation that's inaccurate, but like you could have more, but it would just
Correct. Yes, correct. I like the scarring, like the visual detail on this wreck's pretty freaking dope.
What is this ship? Is this,
This
like
is-
in game?
This is a freelancer. Yeah, this is a ship that I've flown many times. So it's cool to see one like cut up, and I hope that someday, when you defeat someone, the ship is not going to just blow up. It's going to be something like this, and you can scrap it. That's coming pretty soon, actually.
Yeah, I kind of like the cockpit. Like, so is it like a cargo ship? Something that doesn't look like very.
So the freelancer is basically the competition to the Cutlass Blue, the Cutlass Black.
So, but Cutlass can carry a punch, right? I mean, from what I heard, like people use it like as an all-arounder.
Yeah, and the freelancer can too. Like this is the cargo section right here. You can kind of, you may be able to crawl in here. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is the cargo section right here.
It's pretty big.
Oh, look,
I mean,
a dead
Cutlass
body.
looks smaller than this.
Oh, we can loot the dev. Oh no, we can't. We can just search though. That's a big ship.
So, quick question. I don't know if you know or not. So, like, it's kind of similar to what I had on that Caterpillar. So there's like other boxes that are laying around, which you can grab, but you can't loot them or anything.
I mean, this
Like,
is actually
so-
this is actually a loot. So this is a cargo unit right here. That is a not a consumable, but this is a metal. I don't know if it's laranite or what it actually is. But if we took this box to a trader that buys it, we could sell it to him. The thing is, this is just like 10 units. I think this box represents 10 units. So you have an SCU, which is a standard cargo unit. The boxes that we saw in here are like SCU size. You can't really move them. Like, see the boxes in there? That's like a SCU size. An SCU is 100 standard units, or 100 units. Standard cargo units, 100 units. Then there's a large cargo unit, which is 2 SCUs, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, but you can you can carry this. You can tractor beam it. You can put it in your ship's inventory on the cargo grid and sell it. We don't have a ship with cargo capacity because it's a fighter, so we can't do any of that.
But I assume they're not like very expensive.
Oh, this guy's Manhattan Project into the rock.
Oh boy.
There's usually missions to find the crew members. So you have to like, that's what that would be right there. Someone could actually have that mission and show up and be like, oh man, I'm here to get the crew members. All right, you want to fly this ship? Come and fly it. Try not to kill us.
Yeah. Where's the entry points on this one?
On the front.
Like at the bottom? Open exterior? Oh, entry pilot seat, okay. I assume everything's on? Yeah, looks like.
Throttle may be down. Thruster may be down.
No, everything's on, so...
Ends your landing gear. You got it. Cool. Just do whatever you want to do. If you want to fly nap of the Earth, do that. If you want to fly to the base, do that. This isn't a super maneuverable ship because it is a heavy fighter.
Actually, I'll probably need to abandon that mission so it doesn't like distract my vision. With that dot. What's like the name of that like big fighter with like a huge cannon on it on the right side?
Oh, that's the Ares. There's an Inferno and an Ion.
Are they like any good?
Not really. They're kind of really potato right now.
Kind of like that looks, but I figured like.
They look cool, but I mean the thing you have to understand about something like that is like a $200 or $300 fighter has no cargo space. It's really a one. Like it's not good. We would destroy it if it came to attack us in this ship. We're more maneuverable. We have a lot of DPS. And the size 7, the big weapons are really nerfed right now. Like the weapons we have on this are the best weapons you can get. The size 3s, the size 4s.
So, essentially...
because of the balancing that's happening right now, small fighters are king.
Gotcha.
In my Gladius, I could shred this thing. Take us to Everest Harbor and land us there.
Everest Harbor, that's... where's that?
It's at Hurston. It's at Hurston, yeah.
It's funny how the missile warning light goes red. What the hell is the warning major torque imbalance thing?
Maybe the ship took damage. Maybe you're just damaged the engine. I don't know.
Radar lock?
But you weren't good.
Alright, so... Sometimes ETC like takes a while to respond. Where's the landing pad here? Is that right? Wait, is it on the other side?
Oh, you call for landing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was landing upside down. I was like, what the hell? Oops. I guess. So I just shut it off.
Sure. Oh yeah. Oh, that was weird. You like spun on the seat.
Yeah, it kind of still glitches a little bit. It's fine. Now I have your login just stuck like in the middle of my screen.
Yep. So, anything else you want to see? Ships you want to see or anything like that?
I mean, I guess that's a plenty of information for now to work on. I mean, if you will have time, maybe I'll ping you like some other day. But I guess that should be like a good working material to start with.
The elevators take forever.
Yeah, hope this
Well,
one doesn't like throw us into space again.
It's like real life. Yeah, stay away from it. It's like real life. Sometimes the elevators are right there, and sometimes you're here for 5 minutes.
It's like Murphy's Law. Oh, there we go.
All right, come on in. I can show you some of the bigger ships if you're. I can show you some of the bigger ships if you're interested in that sort of thing. There's some absolutely huge ones.
I mean, I actually did like time like earlier this week when I just literally jumped to every single planet, like to go to the showrooms and like just see the ships that are like there. So some of them were. I think the biggest one I saw so far was it Hammerhead or something like that?
Yeah, the Hammerhead's over at Lorville. That's the biggest ship on the showroom. So really, the only ship bigger than that's the 890 Jump, which I have one, but it probably is not loadable because well, I'll see. I mean, it's impressive if I can spawn it. What's up,
I see
Grandmaster?
those. Like, I think I did like a mission where you need to go in like one of those and like kill
So
dudes.
I don't think it's right now. I think it's at 0 UTC next tomorrow, which would be like 5 p.m. Pacific on Thursday. And there's a mission you can do that puts you on an 890. Let's see. Oh, it's at Lorville. I can spawn it down there if you want to check it out. Here, let's take the battle leg down.
Selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been
Head to Hangar 5. This ship
Hurricane?
is... What's that?
Anvil Hurricane. I still see the Anvil Hurricane on Bed 4.
Yeah, I didn't despawn it. Yes, Grandmaster, if you have not created an account yet, please use that link. I get a referral bonus. You get a referral bonus. And if you buy the game, you get a free Drake cut, or what is it? It's a Drake speeder. I forget the name of the speeder. Not the Cutlass, because obviously that's a ship. It's the
Yeah, that's a pretty big one. What is this?
yeah, this is a luxury ship, a 600i. I affectionately call it the Battle Egg. So, elevator etiquette. We're gonna both ride. Are you here?
Yeah, I'm behind you.
Oh. We're both gonna ride in this small elevator. You're gonna stand on it, evenly spaced away from me, and not move once we're on the elevator. Got it?
guess.
Going up to the top. This is a 2-story ship inside.
If you move, what happens? Can it glitch?
It's just easy to screw up things. You can, because the elevator's moving. If you move, you can cause someone else to move, and it's just not a good thing. The bridge is right here. If you want to walk around and explore, it's fine. As a general rule of thumb, when you're exploring, stay in the middle of the walkway. Don't push your luck. Don't run into walls. Yada yada yada. This is a cool ship. It's about to get redone because this is an old ship. And as you run into the glass up front, I do recommend you do not do that on the bottom floor because it could kill you.
Really?
Again, general ship etiquette, just kind of stay in the middle of the path. You know, they made these ships bigger because it's a multiplayer game. There has to be multiple people in the ship getting around each other. But it's not meant to be like running into walls.
What do these stations do? Just monitoring?
Those are remote turrets.
Oh, the turrets? Oh, see on the left side. That's a turret.
The left seat is a belly gunner.
So it's like belly and the top?
You're upside down in the belly. Yep. The top is actually a rear gunner. This is a luxury ship. It's a luxury exploring ship. So the turrets are meant to be defensive weapons.
Gotcha.
See, where's Lorville at?
So is there like anything like actually like exploring in terms of like, I mean, since you played Elite Dangerous, you know what I'm talking about, like when you can go like find something and like
Not yet.
money.
I mean, again, the missions aren't there yet. Like the mission system isn't really there. We have a very limited amount of types of missions. It's going to be way like this game's going to be as in depth as WoW when it comes to professions.
Yeah, I'm really curious, like what those like data transfer ships are gonna be for, like those science ships, like
A lot. They're going to do a lot. Is the answer. Again, it's going to be like WoW. Like, you know, if you're really good at cooking, like even cooking is going to make a really amazing recipe that's really going to help people and be super expensive and super coveted. Imagine that same type of gameplay with like many, many, many professions and specializations within those professions that will make you really unique in the world.
I mean, as long as they make them, you know, sustainable, because I mean, we've seen games with, you know, like 500 things to do, but you know, essentially you just have like.
This is the first game that's really going to have a living, breathing. Like Eve has a living, breathing economy, but it's only driven by the players. This will be that plus 80% AI. So there's going to be a living, breathing universe to interact with.
Very much hope so.
And a dynamic one at that. And the thing is, this stuff's already fleshed out. Like they already have a game plan for this. There's thousands of hours of video content and reading content that explain these systems. I know the gist of them. Like I don't hang on every word in the millions of posts and hundreds of thousands of dev posts. Like there's just so much. There's no game in the world that has the transparency and the communication about what they're doing. There's just nothing that exists like this. With that being said, there's a huge chance that it just doesn't work if it fails.
I mean, listen, we still had our fair share of fun, even if it does.
Yeah, I mean, as it sits right now, as I say this, I got tagged in an Elite Dangerous community where a guy's like, "Oh, you fall through the elevators, and you know the servers crash every 5 minutes, and da 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 and da da." I'm like, "Well, bro, last time I played Elite Dangerous with my Xbox friends, it was the biggest piece of trash I ever played. Like, it was literally like a screensaver." So I mean, people have the beliefs that Star Citizen's trash. You know, the content.
It's not as much to do. Yeah, I mean, like you have a whole galaxy to explore, kind of. But I mean, it's still kind of like.
Well, we don't have. Yeah. Elite Dangerous has the galaxy to explore. We don't. If this game had that, it would be insane because the detail and like the amount of handcrafted stuff is insane. And there's 500 active employees that have great salary. Like this is a coveted company to work for. Like if you're a game developer, you're like, oh, CIG, hell yeah, I want that job. I don't think that Elite Dangerous, you know, Fortnite, yeah. What's the GTA company? There's only a handful of game companies that have like the recognition that CIG has, and they're one of the few that's like an indie company. Oh God, this is like a windy. I'm gonna hit shit. I can't believe I didn't. That's the other big gripe I have. No instruments to land. Like, it's all visual.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, this was like the first planet I saw like these underground hangars on. I was like, how the hell am I supposed to land this?
You have to use exterior view, man. Pretty much.
That's pretty much it.
And that ruins immersion, especially like I'm using eye tracker or eventually VR is gonna be insane in this game. But I just don't. Just another thing they need to figure out. Like their vision is like World War II style combat. It's not just like fire a fucking laser beam that instantly hits something. I mean, let's get it straight. Lasers travel at the speed of light, not 1,500 meters a second. So it's still a video game at core. Like it's not a simulator,
Yeah.
All right. So 890 jump. Yeah. So Lorville, this is where the hammerhead's at. That you saw. The final thing I'm going to do is what a lot of other players like to do and be like, oh, look at my really expensive ship. This ship's interesting because it represents the whales. And it's a $1,000 ship. Real money. And there are ships that are more expensive than this. Like you have the Idris, you have the Kraken, and you have the Javelin. The Javelin's $3,000. The Idris and the Kraken are like $1,300, $1,400, something like that. Real money. And there was people that have spent over $25,000 on buying everything and beyond. So there's really no gameplay for these types of ships. They're kind of like show-off pieces. It'll be interesting when there is gameplay for them. But they are impressive, and they also are not impressive. Like, my architect review of this ship is... It's bloated, doesn't do anything. There's a lot of wasted space. It's nothing like a spaceship actually would be like.
It's more like a space yacht. I mean, think about it.
It's a luxury yacht, is what it absolutely is.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm interested to get your take on it. So it's spawning. We'll probably have to take it out first. Well, we can sit in the hangar for a while, but first step is we're gonna go in and turn the power on because it looks way more impressive when the lights are on. And hangar 1's the big hangar, so we're gonna head there. And you know about the rental terminals, right? This is an important thing for you, right here. And you have
like a couple of ships, like just to mess around and just see, like
Yeah, cool. Don't rent a mining ship. You can't modify them. So the Prospector is only good if you put a good mining head on it. And when you rent one, you can't put a mining head on it. So it's kind of...
Actually, about mining. So, like, I saw... Oh, holy crap.
Oh.
Yeah, that's big. I really wanted to see, like, how it's gonna look like in VR. Because, like, the perception changes so bad.
Yeah, and one of the big problems that Star Citizen has is the sense of scale gets lost in 2D or in depth of space.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen a lot where I'm like, wow, that just doesn't really look big. And it looks huge when you start walking underneath it like I am.
Yeah.
I'm about to die of starvation.
Big. Like, you can say it's big. Like, I remember in Elites, like, the first time I tried playing in VR and I loaded Anaconda in the hangar, and I just stepped in, I was like, okay, that definitely looks like way bigger than it's on the screen. Like,
Okay, for just 30 seconds, I'm going to lower this huge elevator. This is actually like a rover elevator. Be right back. So I was actually impressed with some Elite Dangerous. Like I noticed, like now you build like custom ships or something like that. Is that how it works?
No idea. I haven't played it in a long time.
I just saw some screenshots of some stuff that looked pretty cool. So I'm about to die. So I'm gonna go to the med bed and use that to heal because my hydration's at 7%.
Oh, mine's like 35, so I got a bottle of water.
I see you're drinking your Vestal water. That's good. So this is a rover bay, and you can fit quite a bit on this huge rover bay pad. And we're entering the engine room, and this ship is the only ship I know of that has, like, it's a luxury vehicle, it's a yacht, so the lower deck is the crew deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the worker suites are down here, and the med. I'm going to the med room right here. It's all dark right now because the power's turned off. But when I get once I heal, I'll go up to the bridge.
Yeah, it has its own like med bay.
I do not recommend you set your spawn here. You can, but the problem is if the ship gets blown up or it's not here, then you spawn at your default hab. And your default hab is going to be your starting position, which I don't like starting on planets. I like star bases. Alright, let's head on up to the bridge. They have these cool spinning elevators. Come on in. Oh, push the button to the left. Come on in, give me some space. You know you're good? Good, okay. A little spinny elevator. Be careful, it's easy to fall out of these things. Okay. Head. Oh, wait. No, this way. Get lost in my own ship.
I assume you don't fly it too often.
Yeah, I don't use this thing at all. I own it, but I'm just gonna fire her up and you can explore. Turn the lights on, so to speak. Okay. Lights are on.
Yeah, the lights looks definitely a little better.
Like the Apple Store, but a ship. And it's just, it's a lot. And like the thing I don't like about it is there's so much wasted space, like these little viewing decks and whatnot.
I mean, again, you're looking at the yacht. Like, if you've been like at any like big yacht, like it's done more like the sea yachts. I guess I see what you're saying.
It absolutely is. I mean, this is, I believe this is the captain's quarters,
yeah.
or maybe the executive, the owner's quarters. I don't know if this is the owner's version or a charter version, but you know.
Like a master bedroom. Yeah.
Well, there's two suites down there at the bottom if that's where you're at. Oh no, you're here on the. I'm pretty sure that's like the owner's cabin.
Yeah, it looks like.
And there's two executive cabins down on the right below you, left and right. They're done up like, you know, they have lavish entrances and beautiful wraparound aquariums inside. I'm pretty sure these white things turn off or we can see through them.
Really?
Pretty sure.
That would be an interesting concept.
I mean, there's just so much to look at. And then, of course, is this it? Yeah, here. There's a bar. I mean, this is like, the centerpiece is like the entertainment area. You know, you have a bar, got a conference room / dining room, a little lobby lounge, whatever. Then this overlooks. That's a cargo, not a cargo bay. It's a dock, a hangar right in front of us that opens up. I mean, it's huge. I'll show you. I mean, this is the only ship that has a pool in it, you know? Wanna go swimming? Are you dehydrated? Are you overheating? Come on into the spa. We have a spa over here. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? But there's no like this ship will have executive missions, and that'll be cool. Like talking about the level of mission detail. Like I'm interested to if this ship is capable of doing stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say, because right now it's mostly just like a very, very expensive decoration, because there's like no purpose.
Exactly,
Like,
it's
in the current universe for it.
The flex. Let's go down the Jeffries tube here.
It's like a jackpot or something.
There's escape pods on both sides. Yep, life rafts. It's important to know where this is. If you do the 890 missions, this is the only way up and down throughout the ship without an elevator, and the elevators don't work.
You see, it's funny, like, I did, I think, 2 missions on the 890, and one time the elevators were working, the other ones they weren't. I don't know, like.
So right here, you'll see that we're overlooking the cargo bay. Down here in the service corridor, there is a battle bridge. So if we had to do work, you come down here and you lock down the ship. Escape pods, of course, if the battle bridge doesn't work. Thing does have.
Probably not.
And the last big thing on the ship is the hangar. So we come through, crew living quarters, all the crew. I mean, there's so like these are all rooms, right? Like, this thing sleeps a lot of people. These are EVA pods, so this is where your armor, I think, will go. Like, you know, you're not gonna walk around in your heavy armor. I see you take your helmet off. By the way, don't forget to put that back on.
Yeah.
And then this
It's almost
is.
back.
We can open this up. This is pretty impressive. So, I mean, it's a basketball court. There's a turret up front, but then we push the button. Look up.
So you can actually like fit a smaller ship inside here.
Oh, it can fit. This thing can probably fit 4 Auroras.
You think? I mean, Aurora's pretty long.
Careful. Oh,
Oh, it goes up.
yeah, thingy at the top.
I thought you need to like land the ship down, like actually inside. But now it's
Nope.
even more convenient because it goes up. Interesting. Oh, and it has more like turret sections. So there's like I see a door at the front and the door in the back here.
Yeah, there's 2 man turrets, and then the bridge itself has remote stations. You want to go on top real quick?
Yeah, I mean, good. So, like, if we're speaking in terms of scale, this is the largest one in the game right now.
This is basically a capital class size, but it's not.
It's a capital yacht.
The largest ship in the game right now.
Definitely not the most expensive one, as you have mentioned.
Well, it's the most expensive in the game right now. Yeah.
Wait, you said there's one that costs more, like...
It's
real
not in the
cars.
game.
Oh, okay.
They have the term ready to fly, or flight ready, right? Well, that concludes my gallivanting for today. Done a little bit of everything. You saw Opulence. You saw the Hurricane, which is the best ship in the game. Everyone has their opinion of that, right?
I mean, it's hard to make an opinion because I barely saw maybe like...
Yeah, you have to play, and then
Partially, yeah.
it changes because as the game changes, the metas change. Here, we'll take the big lift down. It's weird that we can see through the airlock. I don't think that's supposed to be a thing. Above us.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
a pretty ship.
Yep. It's, it doesn't do much more than what we just did in it. Showing it off. I mean, it flies and all that, but no one's gonna use it unless you're like a streamer or trying to impress people. Like, it's just not really good. Got a lot of hit points. Takes a lot to kill it, but it's definitely killable. So the Retaliator will one shot. No, wait, maybe it won't one shot. Maybe it's 2 or 3 shots. But you're definitely, the Retaliator can definitely kill it. That big long thing that we were in.
Like with the torpedoes you mentioned, that it can just like...
Oh yeah, yeah. You're screwed if a Retaliator comes after you on that. Although you can shoot down the torpedoes, so if you're fully crewed and your crew is good, there is potential that you could shoot the torpedoes coming in. I don't know.
So minus torpedoes, I mean, Tally still has like a lot of like laser power, I would assume.
No. Well, it does. It actually has some decent turrets. but that's not what you buy it for. You buy it for the torpedoes. This is a shipyard, but you've been out here before.
Yeah, like I said, I'll literally spend like a couple hours just to like jump and like literally go.
If you want to buy ships, yeah, absolutely. If you want to buy ships, you use the terminal right here. It shows everything for sale.
Oh, that's the one, right? What's the name of it?
This is the mining ship. This is the prospector.
The prospector.
Yeah, that's the workhorse of the game right there.
So I saw people like mine in the ships, and people say you need to mine in like the rovers or whatever those things are.
This is the moneymaker right here.
So like forget about land, just use the ship.
This is it. You want to make real money? Quantanium mining is the meta. That's it right there. There's a bigger one called the Mole, but it's not. The problem with the Mole, it's the multi-person ship. This one can be crewed by one person, no problem. You go out, you get the money, you fly back. Only you are responsible for your money. The Mole, like, you gotta bring someone, you gotta split the money, da da da. It's just not very good. The Prospector is it.
Do you think like you might have another like day to run a little bit on mining?
Yeah, I mean, so especially when wipe happens, we do big groups. Even if you don't have a prospector, we put people to work and pay them well. Like, we need scouts. You could scout in your Aurora. We may even buy you a scout ship, like buy you a little Gladius or something, because it's that important, and we want to make millions of bucks fast. So a couple of my friends and I.
Back here, so like this whole server is like it's just like an organized group of people here, or like.
This is a community server I started because the other big Star Citizen server is run by Reddit mods, and I got off-put a little bit when they weren't enforcing like player names. I fucked your mom and stuff like that. So we're trying to have a safe space here. We don't tolerate any of that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, that is bullshit.
So there is no official Star Citizen Discord. Although a lot of CIGs over in the other one, because it does have 30,000 users, and by all means you can go over there to find people to play with, but be warned that it's run by Reddit mods, and there's a little bit of toxicity there. And you can walk in these things and check them out too, but you get the drift. You've been on all this stuff before, but you saw the terminal right here, right? This is where you can see all the ships.
Yeah, I saw those.
Or at least all the ships sold here.
All, like they're all different, like on the different planets, right?
Right. So they sell ships here. They sell ships at Area 18. They sell ships at Crusader and New Babbage. Do they have a spot? I don't think New Babbage sells ships. And then, you know, there's going to be different spots to buy weapons. And right now, if you hit up 2, you'll see that there's, like, for example, hit up 2, go to Sky Map, and zoom all the way out. You see on the Microtech orbit, there's only a Mike L1 and Microtech.
One second. Michael 1, yeah.
So in the next patch, there's going to be like another, I forget how many there were, but on each orbit, there were extra Mike stations on the orbit. So there's significantly more. I think there's 5 more what they call Lagrange station, which is the L stations. It's like a position in orbit. Well, you probably know that term from Elite Dangerous, right? It's like a gravity neutral spot between the sun and the orbital body it's at.
Yeah, like the ones that's the most like in the distant, like equally distant between them, I would say.
Yeah, well, it comes with the gravitational force between the sun and Microtech. So Mike L1 is gravitationally buoyant between Stanton and Microtech. So it can stay in place for a long period of time. They just sent the James Webb Telescope there for Earth, like NASA literally put a satellite there. So anyway, there's a bunch more stuff coming out, so there'll be more places to go buy stuff, and you'll need tools like Urkel Games, and there's also SC Trade Tools. There's a couple different sites. There's some links in the Discord and the different tabs. If you ask questions under the various things, people will answer. But everyone's kind of in hibernation until the next patch. You know, it's been a crazy ride. We made hundreds of millions of dollars and bought like everything we wanted, and then it's like everyone was spoiled. So you know they're kind of waiting for the wipe.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Like it's probably the good moment like to learn stuff so you can
Yeah.
like be on with everybody else.
Absolutely. And here, if you want, here, let me send you. If you want to just buy a prospector and play with it, that's the thing you want to do.
I mean, I have zero clue about mining. Like the only mining I did was in the prison.
There,
So.
there's an extra 2 million, so you can buy this and just go out and try it. You know.
Thanks, dude. Thank you.
Real nice stuff.
Yeah, money won't come that easy after wipe. So there's.
No, I know. But like, if I'll know how to help, I'll help. Like, I mean, again, I don't mind because I don't really have a group to play with. Like I said, I have a friend, but he's like still tries to make his mind if he likes it or he hates it, because you know.
Yeah. You just gotta find what you like. You know, it's gonna be grindy to make money, but we're probably gonna just meta grind, like whatever it is. So.
Real nice stuff.
So if I get this, I mean, tomorrow, whatever, like, do you think you might have time down like the week to like run one like mining trip just to see how that whole thing works?
Yeah, mining's easy, and I mean I have one too, so I can just spawn one and you can fly it, and I can just sit in the cabin with you and walk you through it. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
Take
Well,
a wander and
thanks
see what we
again. I
have.
mean, wow,
There are
that
some real gems.
took plenty of time. So
Yeah, no worries. You caught us, like I said, you caught us right out of the op. So I was like, oh, I was gonna get some guys together to do some Tarkov, but
I mean, this is
first-
actually like a neat function. I didn't know like you can actually like go and find like a guide on that website. Like I was just like clicking stuff, like trying to like read through things that there's like, like request a guide. I was like, what the hell is that?
it's a good thing they have it because the onboarding's difficult. They don't have a system in game, and it's, you know, there's a lot to it. Like if you go look through the keybinds, there's so much stuff that's not even bound. Like hit escape, hit options, go to key bindings, and then hit advanced controls customization.
Yeah.
And then look at all the expanded things you can click on. And when you get down to the bottom, like a good half of them are not bound.
I mean, you either need like to have like a whole like the deck, you know, with like extra buttons
Take a
for
wander
this
and
whole
see what we
thing.
have. There are some real
Yeah.
gems.
Well, it screams for controllers, flight controllers and stuff like that. But anyway, my dude, I am going to sign out. Good luck to you
Yeah,
if you're.
Right.
I do-
Another one run.
I do recommend if you're gonna go around and screw around that you take off stuff. Like normally when I come in and I got fat loot, like my cool armor I got, I usually put it in local storage just so you have it.
New inventory. You're gonna
Because it does cost money, and I mean you got a god amount of money. Like $3 million is
Yeah.
is a lot. Like it would take you a month to get that.
Questions before you leave. So, like each planet, like each instance, let's say, has its own local inventory. And like to grab the stuff from that inventory, you just need to physically be there, or like can you like transfer
Or
it
close.
between the?
Or close. If you're outside of one of the stations within the armistice zone, you can access that local inventory.
But I mean, there's like no way right now, let's say, like, you know, to hire UPS courier and like transfer your stuff to like a different planet or whatever. Like you
No.
actually need to go and like grab it. Okay.
You need to actually take a ship and load it up, and the ship's inventory capabilities are cognizant of that size ship. So like I take one of my big transport ships and I can put
great stuff in stock.
hundreds of pieces of weapons or armor and stuff in it and move it. But like your Aurora, you may only be able to carry like, I don't know, 5 or 6 armor pieces. I don't know. It's based off, there's a physicalized inventory. Everything's physicalized. And if your ship's blown up, that can be pirated.
get
Like,
lost.
like if you buy a bunch of shields, like say here they sell the FR-76 shield, and you go buy 4 or 5 of them, and you want to fly it back to where all your ships are, your base of operations, because they don't sell the shield there. You can put it in your ship and fly it, but if I catch you and interdict you and blow you up, I can go out to your ship and loot your ship box and take those shields as long as I have some place to put them. And that's where tractor
So-
beams
Definitely take a look.
tractor
around.
beams come in really handy, because when if your ship's destroyed, it drops a loot box, a giant box, and I can't carry it, I can't push it, I can't manipulate it. But with a tractor beam or a big enough ship, I can either back my ship into it and scoop it up, or use a tractor beam tool to move it and put it in my ship, and then I can transfer that inventory to my ship, or take that box to a station and transfer the inventory there.
The tractor beams are like those attachments on like those mining tools, right? Like you can just put like an attachment. That's like the only one, right? Like the tractor beam. The
Yeah,
ships
it's
don't
like
have it.
here.
Yeah. So I mean, like it's like manual work. Okay.
Here, there's a tractor beam. Oh, did it just float away?
Literally just like went like zero gravity. Yeah, I saw those. Okay.
You can take
But
that.
then you need a modal, right, for this, I think.
So it's the multi-tool, and then if you look at it, it should. I put the tractor beam on it before I gave it to you, so it should have a tractor beam on it.
Take a wander and see what we have.
Customize.
There are some real gems.
No, it only has pyro multi-tool battery. That's all.
Here, let me try and drop one. See if it'll drop.
The inventory kind of looks.
There, see that?
looks fun. Yeah.
Yeah, the inventory system's really buggy right now. It sucks.
Oh, wait, wrong button. Customize. Yeah, this one edited. Yeah. Yeah, now it's different. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, with that being said, I'm out of here.